Here we go now. And
and we have liftoff.
And we're not live at the moment. Still black.
Yes, live from where I am.
Well, it hadn't come up on mine either. Oh well,
No, I
if we're
see
live,
it.
we're live.
Yeah, I see it on mine.
It's not showing that I'm live on my one.
All right. Well, it's showing on here.
Okay. Well, we're live. Okay. Well done, everybody. Is there anyone in the chat room?
Not yet, I don't think. Oh.
Anybody in the chat room?
Hang on.
I'm gonna look myself.
Got some gremlins on the go again, have we? Yeah, I don't think we're live, mate. I'm telling you.
Yeah, we
Not
are.
yet.
We are because I've just had a look on YouTube, so we are live.
I'm looking
Hang
on
on,
YouTube.
it's going buffering from my end.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not getting anything on my one. Can't get into the chat room at the moment. No connection. This is strange. So we go.
Right, it's in.
See.
Right, let's. Hang on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, no problem there. Sound is
Huh?
not the issue.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
it just seems like the connection's gone a bit funny, but it's just I'm just
Again.
trying to reload the watch page and see if right. So there is people watching. I see Lee's in the chat there.
I've just had a look and it's still it's not buffering on my end, you see. So
Yeah, we're live on that. But there's nobody in the chat room at the moment.
no, well you've got to give them a chance. I suppose it only went out
Yeah.
a couple of minutes ago. How's work been today, Jin?
Yesterday, you mean? It
yesterday.
was fine.
Sorry, yeah, yesterday.
Yeah, it was fine, man. No problems at all. I only had 3 lessons, and that was good enough. Thursdays is a quiet day. But yeah, no complaints. What did we cover? Most of the students were doing near enough the same thing. And we were covering time expressions 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and old inventions.
All right.
Well, inventions, yeah. The aeroplane, the standard aeroplane, cars, telephone, TV, bicycles, right? That kind of thing. Hamburger, yeah, all that kind of thing.
Did you just say hamburger?
Yes, hamburger. Yes.
All right. I thought you did.
Yes, I think that was invented in 1871 or something. 1873. Hamburger.
Wow. A hamburger.
Yeah.
Cool.
In fact, let me have a look at it. I could be wrong. Yeah, so we're talking about the hamburger and the invention. Asking and answering the questions, basically. When was the hamburger invented? Which was funny because in Japan, when they want to say burger, okay, we say hamburger, beef burger, or just burger in English, yeah?
Yep.
In Japan, they say Hamburg. And I said, that's totally wrong. Yeah, that's completely and utterly wrong. You shouldn't be saying Hamburg because Hamburg is the name of the city where the hamburger was invented.
Yes.
Okay. Right. And if you say Hamburg and you Google it, you're going to get tourist sites, how to get there, and what kind of holiday you can spend there. It's not the name of a food. Keep saying that, yeah. So from now on, if you want to use the short form of hamburger, it's burger. Burger.
Well, I suppose though, in a way though, as well, Jim, like your students learning the proper pronunciation of it, would
Yeah.
be if they was to go abroad on, say for example, come to America, go to America or come to England,
Yeah.
and they went into a shop or a takeaway or whatever and asked for a hamburger,
Yeah.
they'd probably get looked at a bit weird. So yeah,
Exactly what I said. Exactly what I
the
said.
proper
If you ask for a
pronunciation of it.
hamburger,
Yeah,
people are going to
yeah,
look at you strangely because they don't know what you mean, Hamburg. And then they
hamburger.
might just for a second, they'll be thinking for a second and they might say, "Do you mean hamburger?" Oh, okay. But it's not self-evident, is it? Just like that.
No,
Got to
not
speak.
really. Mm.
Yeah. So Japanese English sometimes is a little bit off-putting, I would have to say.
Oh, yeah, just a little
Hamburg. Can I have a
hamburger.
hamburger, please? No, 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 no. We don't say that at all.
All right, P Mars in the chat.
Thanks for coming in, P Mars. Really appreciate that.
If you would like the
Spend
link,
your time
give
with
us a
us.
yay or
Thank
an
you.
A.
Say that again?
I say, if P wants the link, give us a yay or an A. And,
Okay. Yeah, if you want a link.
it's always good chat with P.
Yeah, always is. Always is.
Because he's a, a Glober, but he's got some interesting stuff to talk about. And
Yeah,
because,
like he said to me, he likes history. So P Mars is
yeah,
into history. He's a heliocentric
yeah,
model
yeah.
believer, of course.
Cool.
At the
Mm.
moment, not realizing he's on the flat plane, but that'll come to fruition later, to his realization later on. But yeah, he's into history and various other topics.
Make sure we're all right. Yeah, we are.
Sorry, yeah, hamburgers were invented in 1895. Sorry about that. I just had the wrong date there. 1871, I said no. 1895 was the hamburger. Yeah, we're talking about Japanese using the terminology Hamburg when they mean burger.
Yeah.
Can I have a hamburger, please?
Say,
I said no.
say good evening to Ms. Winterburn.
Oh, Jennifer Winterburn's in the house,
Yeah,
in the
Jen's
chat.
on. Jen's in the
Oh,
chat.
yep. Good evening to you. Quietly excited, eh? Moving, eh? Soon.
Yeah, won't be long
I
now, will
think she
it?
said she'd be up for coming on so I can send the link out.
Yeah, send your mum a link in a bit. Yeah, I've
Of course.
I've sent one to Stephen. He should have one.
That should be sent without thinking. That should be sent. Bang.
Yeah,
Instantly.
always invite your mum in.
Without mummy, there would have been no Jamie. You know what I mean? Cure. Do you know what I mean?
What's
Well, no,
that?
don't forget about Mr. Brown, Jamie's dad.
Oh, of course. But
Come on, Jim.
it's the carrying for 9 months, and then the breastfeeding for 9 months or so. 9 months. Breastfeeding for about. Well, let's have a look. 2-3 years. 3 years, up to about 3 years. Women breastfeed their kids, which is the best way, of course, to give yourself your child milk. The best milk is mum's milk, no doubt about it. No questions asked.
No.
Anything else? Second rate.
Yeah,
It's man-made processed food.
my two young, like Jovian was breastfed and Lily Mae was breastfed.
Yeah. My kids, all of them were
Yeah,
breastfed.
Formula that they use.
Yeah, my eldest wasn't.
Well, I say that they were breastfed. I'll give you an account. 9 o'clock, from 9 o'clock in the evening, let's say, to 6 o'clock in the morning. So that would be 9 hours. Yeah, 9 hours. They would have powdered formula milk because I took over looking after the kids when they were babies, whilst my wife could recover after work. Because that's what I wanted to do, to give my wife a chance to recover from being with the child all day long. Plus it was my turn. I wanted to do that myself. I really thoroughly enjoyed doing that. Because look at me now. I'm now with you on the Hangouts. So imagine if my child was here, he'd be in the basket. He'd wake up. I'd clean him up, change his nappy, do the baby formula. Easy peasy. feed my son the milk, right, and then wipe him up, and then in order to get him to burp, I'd put him on my shoulder. So I'd put him on my left shoulder. I put a towel over my left shoulder, big towel. Put him on the towel on my left shoulder, and tickle him round the ribs, and then he'd burp because I'm tickling him. Instead of patting on the back, pat, pat, pat. I used to tickle them, and then you get that, and then that's that. Yeah, that was my technique.
Plus, it's good. It's good for the father to have the bonding time as well.
Well, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Yeah. So I did the nightmare shift, which is the most difficult type for the mothers, and that is between from like 9 o'clock in the evening all the way through the night. 6 o'clock and 2 o'clock and all that. But I did that. So my wife was in another room, out of the way, so she wouldn't hear the kid or anything. That I was downstairs, basically in the living room, but I had the TV on and that, or I'd be on the computer and that was it. Yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. I did it for all 4 boys. Well, I say all 4 boys. I did the first 3, and then I started doing the 4th boy. But my wife somehow wanted to do it this time around, which, to my disappointment, she tried to challenge it a little bit. So we split it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but I did the first 3 straight. The first 3 boys I took over. From 9 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, 9:30. I was there. And I say, go on, you go off and have a shower, relax. See you in the morning, basically. And then because my school's downstairs under the house on the ground floor, so if there's a problem, I'll be upstairs anyway. So I was always on hand. That's one advantage of working from home.
Well, yeah, that's true. You're never far away, eh?
No, never far off. Never been far away from the kids. Never been far away from the kids at all. And then I used to take them to the nursery. And when I used to take them to the nursery, I've got a bike trailer which sits 2 kids in the back, right? And it attaches to a mountain bike or a racer if you like, I had a mountain bike. And I used to
the trailer one. Yeah. I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen people with them on the mountain bikes. With the trailer on the back, with the kids sitting in it. Yeah. Funny.
Yeah, it looks like I look like a bumblebee because the bike's black and yellow, and the buggy's black and yellow as well. And everybody around the neighbourhood used to love it, seeing the kids in there being transported to the nursery. It's only like 7 minutes cycling, so it was pointless starting the car engine. It was just silly. I didn't want to do that because it's not good. It's not really good for the car to do those short distances, really. So I just used to do it by bicycle. Yeah. Even on a rainy day, because it's covered everything. They're well covered. They don't get wet. And then sometimes summer nights when the kids weren't sleepy, I'd finish at like 9 o'clock, 9:30, and they'd want to go out. So I used to put them in a buggy, take them to the park, or they used to like going to the motorbike shops because I'm into motorbikes. They want to go see the motorbikes. So it's okay. And then sometimes we'd watch the motorbikes, go and have a look, sit on them and that when the shop's still open. And then on the way back, they'd be asleep. 10 o'clock, 10:30, 11, 12 even. Yeah. But best breastfeeding, number 1. Can't beat it.
Yeah. See, even Jennifer said that Jamie's dad did the night feeds. So,
Yeah.
That's good, right? Cool. Fell asleep on the sofa together.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? You should have took some pictures of that one because that's good. Yeah, I've got pictures of that of myself with my son sleeping on my lap. Yeah, you can't beat it.
No.
Yeah. So what was I going to say? The lessons.
Yeah, so we're talking basically about inventions and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's basically what we were talking about, English lessons yesterday. When were certain things invented? How to ask the question, how to answer it, and then looking for the answers on the internet as well.
Right, yeah. Well, yeah, because everyone uses the internet nowadays. Well,
yeah,
I would say majority of people, I should say, really.
Yeah. Good source of information. So that was basically what my lessons were for 3 days. Now, we'll just change the subject a little bit. I'm going to go back to the environment, yeah? Now, here in Japan, the Japanese love their air conditioning, right? Air conditioners. They're used to it. I personally, I hate them in that they're not very effective for heating and they're not very effective for cooling as well. It's too artificial. Don't like it when the summer when you go into a supermarket or a shop and they've had the aircon on all day non-stop. It's like walking into a freezer from outside, right? So it's just terrible feeling. And then when you're in the car, you've got this constant cold air blowing on your skin. I just hate that feeling. So I don't really use the aircon in the house, but my wife does and the children do. So I'm like the aircon police because I'm always on them about
turn that off. Yeah, turn that off.
yeah. Can't have it on all day and all night. What's going on? Silly. You're never going to be able to take the heat when the aircon's broken or if there's an earthquake or a power cut or whatever. You're going to be suffering, man. You people, right? And that's often the case. They can't take the heat, right? So this morning, because it's now what? 4:15 in the morning here in Japan. I was at the laundrette at 2 a.m. in the laundrette. Okay, now there's a guy in his car, engine running. I don't know how long he's been there, so I didn't say anything. I parked my car, put the money in, and I've gone for a walk because it takes, 20 minutes. So I've gone for a walk. I've come back, engine's still running. That's 20 minutes. Okay. I've folded my clothes. Right?
Come back out, engine's still running.
Another 20 minutes. So then we've had about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and his engine's still running. He's sleeping, isn't it? So what I did was I tapped on the window, tap, 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 tap. Then he woke up. Right? He woke up then, he was in a deep sleep. I said to him, and he knew what I was going to say because I've told him before. So he turned his engine off, wound down his window, and he said, I know, he's in Japanese. I said, yeah. I said, look, why don't you sit in the laundrette where there's an air conditioning machine, it's nice and bright, it's clean, you can sit there, fall asleep on the seat, yeah? It's more environmentally friendly because all you're doing is you're sitting in your car, you've left the engine running, the thermostat's cutting in and out, it's sending a noise around the neighborhood, especially these houses, you're polluting the atmosphere, and the end result is if everybody does what you do every single day of the week, all day long, this is why cancer increases, because the air quality is diminished, right? This is why this is the relationship to cancer. You don't know this because you haven't done the research, but I have. I said to him, cancer is on the increase, not only because of the car, but because of the truck and industry. Okay, so what you've got to say to yourself is, one, what is the reason for your living? Why are you living? And why do you own a car? Is it to keep you cool in summer and to keep you warm in winter? Or is it to get you from A to B? Which is it? I said, you know me. I don't use my car. I never do that in my car. What you do? Not once. Right. Because I'm patient. Nature's number one. And I don't want to pollute nature. And he said, I said, look, I'm an English teacher. I know you don't know me, but I introduced myself. Sorry to interrupt your life. I'm an English teacher. Here is my business card, because I carry him in the car. So I gave him a business card. He doesn't live in the city we live in. He lives in the next one. So I think he's on his way back from work and he stops off. So I said to him, if you need anything, English or whatever, please call me. You want to learn English? Or if you have any question, please call me. Sorry I interrupted your life, but please try and bear in mind that your car is polluting unnecessarily. Okay? And please have a good day. And then I drove off.
Is that the same bloke that was doing it before when we talked?
Yes, same character.
Right,
yeah, same character.
I remember you mentioned it before when you was at the laundrette. There's this bloke sitting in his car with his engine running, sleep.
Yeah, falling asleep.
Yeah.
So I said to him, why don't you sit in the laundrette? It's cooler. The aircon is there. It's there for you. What I do is I switch it off when I go in because it's cool enough, right? So it's cool enough. And then when I leave, I'll switch it back on. Okay.
Usually, Gene, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning when you're there. So, yeah, of course it's going to be cool enough in the building. Surely.
Yeah. bloody hell.
I know you've got like a lot of tumble dryers, like dryers, like drying, but with the heat from the dryers, but
yeah, it's not that much though. At 2 a.m. there's hardly anybody there, you see.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no
That's what I
body
said.
heat.
Why don't you sit in there? It's quiet, sit down, it's fresh. I said I might come in and I'm listening to my radio very loud, but I'm only going to be there about 30 minutes. All right. And in general, I come in, you hear the radio, but I go out for a walk or I go for a run. So I'm not going to be in your way, I said to him. But I may return, then I'm going to be 20 minutes folding my clothes. I'm sure you can be patient. You might learn something in English.
Yeah.
Rather than in your car, pollute. I said, which is the positive action? Look at your action. Positive action. You sit in a laundrette, right? Okay, there's a foreigner in the laundrette, me, a foreigner, bloody noisy with his radio, okay? Or I sit in my car and pollute the atmosphere because of a noisy foreigner. Which is the best? I said to him, which is the best action? You might learn something, right? You might learn something though. The earth is flat because it's usually flat earth videos anyway. So you might learn something. You see, that's what I said to him. Rather than sit in your car, fall asleep, pollute the atmosphere, come on. They do that. And it's the same. It's the same all year round. In the summer, it's the cooler. In the winter, it's the heater. I mean, I've had people switch off their engines at ski resorts. I said, look at the beautiful mountains. Yeah, look at it. And here we all are with our engines on, polluting, warming up the car engine. I said, let me tell you, there's going to be a traffic jam because everyone's leaving at the same time. Your car will warm up in the traffic jam. Switch off your engines now, everyone. And I walked up and down. I got everyone to switch off their damn engines. I said, have some respect for nature, yeah? You don't own it. It is not yours. I don't do it. My car's not on. Am I cold? No, because I'm going to be in the car. I'm going to warm up soon. Let's be more patient. Look at everybody. You couldn't breathe. You can't breathe because everyone's got their cars on. And you're talking hundreds of cars.
Yeah.
Like the ski resorts. They're all just copying each other. So switch off. Yeah, switch off. Switch off. Pollution. Poisonous gases. Exhaust fumes. Yeah, right. Can you breathe it in? No. Yeah. Well, switch off then. Thank you. You can't breathe it in. That's what I'm like. I'm right on their case, mate. It's one of my pet hates, that is. In the middle of beautiful nature. You know what I mean? And then they'll be the ones complaining when everything goes wrong. Cancer's on the increase. Allergies are on the increase. Not checking your action, Oh, but it's hot. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it's hot. Excuse my French. I don't care if it's hot.
You're in a ski resort. What do you expect? Expect it to be warm? No.
Exactly. No.
Get a few more clothes on. Put an extra jumper on, or thermals, or an extra pair of socks to warm your feet. Sit there with your swimming car on.
Exactly. They've got no. You see, the thing is, right? When they leave the ski resort, wherever one you go to, there's always a traffic jam because everyone's leaving at the same time. Well, that's when you switch your engine on and you just crawl out. But they've got it on warming up the engine like they're going to be on the motorway in seconds. No, they're not going to be on the motorway for about an hour, at least, from where the ski resort is to the motorway. I don't use the motorways. I use the A roads because in Japan, there are toll roads and you pay the tax for the car. I'm sure I'm going to pay another tax on the motorway, so I don't. I use the A roads.
It might be a longer way around.
Yeah, they're more picturesque anyway, more scenic for me anyway, and my children.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah,
and the wife. So no, I use the A roads, and they're more economical as well anyway. And but the thing is, it's an hour's drive from the resort to that motorway anyway, roughly. It could be less. It could be 45 minutes. It could be even 30 minutes when it's like in the weekday. But if it's a weekend, it's always chock-a-block. So, and everyone's crawling out slowly. So that's when you switch your engine on and you go out because you're going to be in the queue. And I said to them, I actually explained it to them. You're going to be in the queue. Your engine will warm up then. So the point is, why have we got our car engines on now and we're forced to breathe in the bad fumes? Come on. Whilst you're busy packing all your gear away and all that. You put your snowboard on the roof rack, getting all your ski wear off, getting your normal clothes on, and everyone's got their engine running. You can't breathe. That's what I said to them. I don't want to breathe I don't want to breathe your gas. So turn off the engine. My engine is not on. Right. And because I'm a foreigner and I speak it loud, they pay attention. They don't argue, man. Because my argument is you're all destroying nature. You've had your fun, now let's destroy. Yeah? Is that it?
Ginny environmental officer.
Well, you better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe. You bet.
Yeah.
The Who. Yeah, love it, man. Love it, man.
Yeah.
Always try to be as environmentally as possible, friendly.
Yeah.
It's the only way to be.
Do you know why I don't use aircon in my car?
Why not?
It doesn't work. So
right, yeah. In my car, I disconnected it.
Just open the windows. That'll do. There's a bit of air coming in there.
Yeah, I disconnected my air conditioner anyway. So when the kids complain it's hot, I said, open the windows and I'll open the sunroof. And then when you're moving, they just, look, they fall asleep. That's the beauty of it all.
Yeah.
Steve Brady's just coming in, I think. They fall asleep.
What's going on here? Missed call.
Yeah, they fall asleep.
Yeah.
Flat Earth Stillwaters, good evening.
Oh.
Okay, yeah. Can you want me to send him a link, or are you going to send him a link?
My Hangouts is going mad. It's like notifications keep going through. Who's that? Mick?
Yeah.
Does Mick want a link, yeah?
Steve Brady.
Oh, Steve?
Yeah.
I've already sent
Jennifer's other half is looking.
Steve should have the link.
Yeah, he should have the link. Yeah, if you... What the hell's that? Quiet, you. What's going on there? Where did you come from?
I thought my mum were coming in because she said earlier that she'd come on the thing tonight.
Well, she's your mum. You should be asking her. Hello, Steve's in. Hey,
Steve-o.
Nice to see you, Steve Brady. Hey, you got your clothes on properly? Yeah.
How you doing, Steve? All right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate.
What have you been doing today, Steve?
Well,
you covering working. Still?
I'm going to start another job.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. What doing?
Still labouring work.
Okay. Wow.
Started yesterday.
Okay. Are you fit enough to do that?
Everything.
Are you fit enough to do that? Fit enough?
No, of course I am, yeah.
Okay. Brilliant.
My back's all right now.
Yeah, because what I can see of your physique, you look fit enough. You're not belly on you or anything. You're all right.
Wiry. He's wiry. What they call wiry, he is. Okay, so did you have a good day then?
Yeah, brilliant day.
All right. So where are you working? What is it? A private house or an estate? What is it?
Working on a house. It's a big house. Doing all the undergrounding, pinning and everything like that.
Yeah, underground pinning. All right. Trying to stop the subsidence.
Yeah, because what it is like, it's all full of damp and everything underneath the cellar and that. So I've had to dig really deep down to get into underpinning.
Right.
Hey, it's hard work, labouring, isn't it? I suppose.
It is, yeah, because you've got a knackered wheelbarrow that doesn't bloody want to move.
Oh no, we had tyre going flat.
You know what it is like? The barrow part.
All right.
Not the tyre, but the barrow part, yeah.
Yeah.
All the things around the all pins around top of underneath the barrow that holds it on.
All the rivets. The rivets.
Yeah, all rivets have all gone.
Right.
Oh no.
Or the maybe not rivets, but bolts and that, because rivets would soon go anyway. But yeah, that's not good. That makes the work harder, I suppose.
Yeah, it does.
It's never easy, is it? It's never easy when you're labouring. It never is.
Never is.
Always something you've got to fix. I've done it myself. I mean, I did labouring when they were building the Docklands. You know, the new Docklands as it is today. So when it was built, and I was working there then. I did about 9 months. I used to cycle from Highgate to East London on my racer. Yeah, used to cycle.
Well, if you're on a racer, you'd be all right, wouldn't you? Get there quick enough.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yeah,
Ben's in the chat.
Oh,
just
hello,
stopping to say hi.
Hey, hello, Ben. Thanks for popping in. Big Ben, ding dong, ding dong.
Hey, Ben. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been busy? But yeah.
Has he been busy?
Yeah, has Ben been busy? Have you been busy, Ben? Let us know. Coming on the chat if you come. Say that again?
Yeah, have you been busy? Get it?
What I've gone and done is I left my bloody keys at work, haven't I? My house keys.
Oh, right.
So I've had to buy.
How did you manage to do that?
Well, I left in my coat pocket. I left my coat at work, haven't I?
Oh, no. Well, obviously, it's. I don't know how it's. Well, how's it been in Leeds? The weather today, has it been a nice day?
Oh, it's been lovely.
Warm. Yeah. So obviously, a warm day. You don't need your coat, so you just finished, and then just wandered off without it.
Yeah, just wandered off without it.
Yeah, didn't need.
Yeah, it's easily done. It's easily done, especially on a hot day. Yeah.
It'll be there tomorrow. Are you working tomorrow?
I'm going to go back in tomorrow. My keys will be there still because of everything's been locked up in cabin.
Yeah. Do they give you lockers where you're working? A locker? No.
No, what it is, it's a big canteen. It's like a porter cabin.
Okay.
Canteen.
Yeah.
But it's still canteen.
What about if you want to go to the toilet? They got a porter toilet as well, have they?
Yeah, we've got a porter toilet there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're ripping all the house out. It's all getting really underpinned, and all the rooms are getting all knocked out into one.
Right. But how long are you going to be on this site for?
Oh, geez, about another 6 months on it.
So towards the end of the year, you'll be finishing. All right. Or into next year, possibly. Okay. Nice. Yeah. So labouring is a tough job. It is, and sometimes you've got to improvise and make shift things, and
Yeah, but it's a mucky job though. You're covered in bloody mud all the time.
Well, yeah, because you're down there. You're down in the basement.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to dig it all up and everything.
Yeah. Can you imagine this though? I watched it on National Geographic talking about the plumbing systems in the US. The sewer systems backing up into people's houses. So people in the basements have got raw sewage in their basement. Man.
Yeah, got raw
sewage.
Everything.
Yep. Raw sewage backing up into the basement, coming in through the drains and all that. Fucking hell. Oh, excuse me, friends, but that was terrible.
Jin, I ain't even swore once yet. I've been trying to hold my swearing, and you're swearing more than what I am. Yes.
Do apologise for that. Sorry. Yeah.
Like a trooper.
But it was gross to see that. BC's
Yeah. I'm sorry, my parakeet's going mad behind my shoulder in a cage because she can hear your bird, Stephen. Yeah. She's going all funny.
Brilliant. They're having a conversation. They've only just discovered the ops flat. How silly. And it's Jamie. The other one thinks it's a globe. How ridiculous.
No. No, I won't put it quite like that. Jamie doesn't think it's the globe. Jamie's exploring. Jamie's looking into it. Oh, Jamie.
Yeah, suppose.
Still.
Hello.
Yes, what you doing? Daddy got a Kariba?
It's kind of fruit with yogurt.
So what about you, Lee? What's your day been like?
Well, my son's been at high school again today. He's done another day at high school, so I dropped him off there this morning for 9:15.
Right. What do you call that? Transition, is it, or something?
Yeah, it's like a transition 2 days. It's just to get him used to the building and used to the classrooms and stuff, you know.
That's
and the other kids that they're going to be with in their class, and they'll get to know who the form tutor is and whatnot. So I dropped him off there this morning. Then me and my wife went to the horses, sorted them out, and then I came home. Wife went to bed because she's working tonight. So, and then I've just been sat watching YouTube and crap, Arsenal fan TV, and then went and picked him up for 3:00.
All right.
But it's been like such a lovely day. I've been sat out on the front doorstep as well for a bit, but then got a bit too warm, so I come in. I don't like being too warm. I come in for a bit because he's sitting there. It's like feels like you're baking. It feels like you're in an oven. Yeah, but yeah, been an all right day.
I was supposed to go to my school, my son's parents' open day, right? And I fell asleep and I missed it.
Oh no.
Yeah, my wife went. Anyway, my wife went. I was going to go after.
Oh right. Oh well.
I got up at. I woke up at 2, so I was awake at 12, and between 12 and 2:00, I was supposed to go at 1:30. I dozed off. Woke up at 2.
Is that for the like update of how they're doing in the lessons and the
It's observation days. You go in and you watch what they're doing, you know, and you take your pictures. And you take a photograph of your kid in the lesson and all. I mean, I've been there all the other ones. The first one I missed as such, but he didn't mind anyway. You know, I know what they're up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you sit and you do it, depending on what lesson it is. You might, if it's arts and crafts, you end up making something together. But if it's like Japanese or any other subject, you're at the back of the classroom listening in on what's going on.
Was that the elementary, or is it high school? Elementary. Yeah. Because what they do, like what they did when my son, well, obviously he's not finished yet, but he's only got till 26th of July, and then he'll finish elementary. So what they usually do with us is invite us to like a parents' day. And you can sit there and have the lunch with them. You sit there and have lunch, and then you don't actually go in the lessons with them, but you can like just observe the work. And it's just basically, you know, it's just a parents' lunch day or something, whatever they call it. I never went because it never looked that appetizing when you look at the menu and what the options are. It's like,
Right. Yeah, we do that in Japan as well, but only in the first year. They invite their parents in to have lunch and sit down with the kids and have lunch.
AJM's in the chat.
Hey,
Hello.
Shout out to AJM.
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for spending your time with us. Appreciate that greatly.
Nice.
Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neighbour's got a cheap car for sale.
No, I don't, because I'm after one myself. my mini's knackered, right? You know when you put the indicator on and you get that right, that's not working. Turn the indicator off, right, when you've gone round the corner, and it automatically switches off. The indicator noise comes on. I'm like, oh my, what's going on here? I'm like driving down a straight road, and there's this like clicking, like tick-tocking at the indicators, and I'm thinking, oh no, I hope I'm not indicating, you know, like You know, you see these daft people when they're in front of you, and you see these daft people, and they haven't turned their indicator off or whatever, and you think, oh my God, yes, my Mini's absolutely knackered, mate. So I'm after a cheap car myself. My wife's been looking, and she looks. Have you heard of what's that site? That Spock. Do you know that?
Spock, and what's on
eBay.
eBay, what's on all sites. Even the cheap cars are selling Leeds and Bradford and.
Yeah, have you looked on Gumtree and that?
Yeah, what's on Gumtree is not there.
Well, that's,
so, how much you looking to spend?
Yeah,
about 400.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. See, my missus, she saw a car in Skipton, probably a bit too far for you. It was a Renault Megane, 2002, I think. No, it went. It was a 2000 Renault Megane, 450, done 48,000 miles, which was pretty decent. It looked all right. It's, said a decent runner, MLT, and all that. So there are cars out there, Stephen.
Yeah, it's not a thing. Try to find the right one.
Yeah, trying to find the right one for what you need. And lowish, not low mileage, but low-ish mileage.
Put it this way: the insurance on at BMW i8, the sports one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same price for my insurance for a normal car.
Oh no. Right. So.
So you're looking around about £2,000 for insurance.
Wow. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
How much? How much?
£2,000 for insurance for a year.
Is that because of what happened before, though?
Yeah, because I've got
right. See, that's why I didn't. Yeah, it's because of what's happened before with the
TT99.
Yeah.
Open up procedure on points.
But
I've been told you don't have to declare that because you've already got your license back and you've already done the 6-month ban. But you still got to declare it with insurance.
Yeah, they're just trying to make their money back and steal money from you. That's all they're doing.
Exactly. That's what all insurance companies do.
And all that's going to cost you extra because, I mean, you weren't even in the car driving it at the time.
Exactly.
That's mad. That must be so annoying.
It was so annoying, but I mean, I've got my license back now, so I mean, I've done my 6-month ban. So yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, you're still paying for it in a way.
Yeah, through the insurance.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. It's not just the insurance, and then you've got to buy the tax for the car. You've got to pay tax on the car.
If anybody insure it, you've got to insure the car to get the tax.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, right. So Jennifer says she's putting the pressure on you to get that car so you can take her to Blackpool and help her house move.
Well, you can't even tax it without an MLT.
No, you can't. You've got to have at least about someone's MLT before you can tax it.
Yeah.
Insure it.
Yeah.
You've got to insure the car there and then. Which is
Steve,
yeah.
wouldn't it be easier if Jennifer got the car and you paid for it, put it in her name? Then it'd be a lot cheaper that way, wouldn't it?
No, because you have your license.
Sorry?
You haven't got a license.
Okay, she hasn't got a license. Okay, but what about so she hasn't got a license, so she can't.
Yeah, it needs to be a registered driving license holder to insure it.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then what about one of your family members? Then what about one of your family members insuring the car?
Well, yeah, I mean, they can insure the car,
and then put you down as a named driver.
Yeah, but doing it that way, yeah. My mate's 19 years no claims insurance.
Yeah.
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 It's still going to cost me £2,000.
Still going to cost you 12 grand. Why?
Yeah. Because of my point.
Why would it?
Yeah, it would. That's the thing now with the licensing with the DVLA and that, and in, stuff like that in England now. It's absolutely mental, mate.
What I'm trying to say to you, right, Steve, is that can't you get one of your relatives to be the registered keeper if they've got a driver's license?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the registered keeper, yeah. Right. So if they insured the car, you can drive it with your driving license, can't you?
No, because you have to be named on their insurance.
If I'm a named driver on their insurance, yeah.
Driver, yeah. You need to be a named driver.
So if you're named, hang on a second. So if you're a named driver, then you have to pay 12 grand.
You still got to pay £2,000, yeah.
2 grand or 12 grand? Which is it?
£2,000.
2 grand. Okay. You still got to pay 2 grand.
Yeah. Because my TT99, it says on my license for 4 years.
Yeah, because Steve would be a named driver on that insurance policy. They would expect it, like, because what you do when you go like set your insurance up, it's like your main driver, and that'll be one price. As soon as you add a named driver, as soon as you have to add a named driver, they ask have they got any, they ask all the questions, points on license, endorsements, and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
And then that would automatically, for that person insuring it, would go sky high. So yeah, you can't. There's no way of getting around it.
Okay, so there's no avoiding the 2 grand. Okay.
No. It would go up significantly. Yeah, put it that way.
It's just nuts, isn't it? Yeah. So you're in trouble, really. Then.
There's no claims discount, and he's and for him to insure a Vectra, it was £195 per month to insure a Vectra. And he's got 19.
Yeah, why would you do the insurance per month and not yearly? I don't know. I don't get it.
That is what it is a month. That's what it is a month, about £200 a month. You got to find the first £400 to put down for the monthly deposit.
Yeah, that's crap, isn't it? Yeah, well, you know what it is really. Insurance companies are scumbags, man. They're just ripping you off. That's all. Big insurance companies,
Yeah, I don't know who's more of a scumbag, them or lawyers.
Well, yeah. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Yeah.
And they always try to wriggle out of paying you that your claim when you put in a claim, someone smashed your car up. And they don't want to pay out, and they want to pay you as low as possible. That's why you should never accept the first or second offer. No, I don't accept that offer. It's just not enough. I'm sorry.
Not enough. I might go to the uncle, I tell you. One of my uncle at work. I rang the agency up and told them. I said, "Also, I've had an accident at work." Just put the phone down on me. So I thought, sorry, I want to go to a solicitor. So I went to a solicitor, and I said, "Well, I said I can get you 12 grand, £12,000." So when it all come out and everything else, for them to waste their time, for them to do all their time and everything.
Oh, so he's gone.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like he's going to be having trouble. He's going to have a bit of a hard time getting in a car.
Yeah. This is the thing now with the insurance. That's why so many people are buying cars, not insuring them, not taxing them, not MLTing them, just driving them around, not even having a license, because it costs so much money to do so. That's why people are just doing it illegally. It costs so much money now to run a car.
Yeah. They're just killing the industry. Another reason for a revolution. It shouldn't cost that much money to run a car. Shouldn't cost that much money at all. And when you look at how much money these insurance companies make each year, Imagine you're a really good driver, spot on, you don't have any problems. Look at that. They've got free money. They get free money. Do you know what I mean? Money for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
What's terrible about it?
Yeah. It is. It's ridiculous, really.
It would just be a one-time payment that carries on all through your life. One-time payment. So if you didn't get any no claims that year, great. It carries on over to the next year. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, that's how it should be.
They're making money hand over fist, they are, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
If anyone's smart, smash your car up and get a new car out of it. Fuck them. Excuse my French again. Yeah, wreck them.
Oh, you've done it again.
Yeah, slipped up there. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Those, yeah, they get you annoyed, don't they? The French, insurance companies.
Yeah, just a little.
They steal your money.
Yeah.
You know, they never want to pay out. Excuse me. Yeah. So,
let's have a look what's going on in the chat. Oh, reality creators then.
Oh, yeah.
Reality.
Hey, reality creator 666. Good evening. Good evening. Wherever you are.
I'd love to get him on. So.
Yeah. Is he going to come on, do you reckon?
I don't know. Whatever reality puts in chat is always makes sense. You know, and he does his he talks sense all the time from what I see.
Yeah. It's not about money, it's about restricting us, making life complicated. Yeah, it is. Definitely.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with a horse. No, there isn't there. Reality.
Oh,
I've got horses, so yeah.
It's just the horse manure might get in your spokes.
Got some horsepower myself, you see.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a shame I can't park her outside.
Jennifer says Steve's battery's gone. His phone's rubbish. His new phone arrived here today, and giving him my what's that? And giving him my old one.
iPhone.
Yeah, my old iPhone. As I treated myself to upgraded yesterday. Whoa. As I got a £250 refund from my solicitor. Nice one.
Yeah.
He'll be back in 10 minutes, right? Well, lucky you. Everyone's always getting this free money here somewhere. Well, he got £7,000, didn't he? Tax refund.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was great. That tax rebate. Excellent.
Horses do good for the environment. They certainly do. Certainly do. Reality 666. Yeah. Speaking of the environment, yeah. What was I going to ask you? Yeah. So I was asking you the other day, talking to artists, what's the reason that the flat earth is important to you?
For me?
Yeah.
You know that. I told you that yesterday.
That's why I didn't say it live now. I didn't say it live the other day.
Yeah, I know. The flat earth is important to me because they are lying to my children and they are lying to the educational system. And if it, you know, I mean, like I've always said, and I've said this to Jamie and I've said this to Eugene, if it does turn out to be a spear, right, fair enough, I'll have to accept it. But if it is a lie and it is flat, it needs to be told.
Right.
Simple as.
It needs to be told. It needs to be informed. It needs to be informed to the public big time.
Yeah.
The main reason is they're stealing all that money. That's the main reason. Yeah. Got to stop, re-educate the children properly. Stop all that space money that they're wasting money on. No one's going to Mars. No one's in the ISS, and no one's going to the moon anytime soon.
Yeah, I was talking about this before about the moon, and it's like, well, they say that this destroyed the technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, well, I don't know. It's like they said that they want to go beyond that, so it's like I'm just kind of devil's advocate here. I'm just thinking, maybe
that's fine. Yep.
Maybe they just kind of, I don't know. Theoretically, they could have just thought, well, this is no good to us now. We're going to move on bigger and better. But surely it can't be that hard to, build it up, because supposedly they want to go back to the moon because they keep talking about it, so they obviously want to go back.
Yeah.
So that you'd have thought they would have kept it just in case, like.
Exactly.
Or even give it to someone else if they want to use it. But I guess but some might say, well, they're in a space race, so they're but you'd have thought they might have, I don't know, sold it off somewhere else or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened with it because they said they destroyed it. So what happened? Did they just destroy it to smithereens or something, or did they actually just take it apart or something? I don't know. But they said they destroyed it. So
according to what I heard from Dave Weiss from the Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole, he mentioned the fact that, or from the Flat Earth podcast, should I say, they reckoned that they recorded over it by mistake.
Yeah, they've recorded over the information.
They've recorded over the tapes anyway.
There's that telemetry data that they conveniently lost.
Yeah, that was the one thing. They lost all the telemetry data. Right, yeah.
Convenient.
And I don't know how you lose the blueprints. You know what? We were told they were sealed in, hermetically sealed safe. So how would you lose it from inside there? How? How would you lose it? Do you know what I mean? If it's in with the Constitution, all in that safe, how would you lose it? I don't get it. But they lost it anyway. That's what they said.
What they say?
Tom Pettit is the man in question. Tom Pettit, who did that documentary called
The painful process to build that technology back up.
Yeah. He said in the documentary, tyranny of the rocket equation. That was the actual documentary that he mentioned, how rockets work and how much payload they have, and if you increase payload, you need more fuel, basically.
Yeah. So NASA formed in 1959, and then they started going to the moon in 69. So it took them 10 years.
10 years, yeah.
And that was back then.
Yeah, back then. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Back then, yeah. But we're going to have to wait till...
Then they're like, well, we're not really that interested in going to the moon. They'll probably say we're trying to get to Mars or whatever more. So they might prioritise to get to Mars or something. Well... I don't know.
I think it's the increase of in society where people are saying, "Oh, look, if they're going to Mars, why not go back to the moon?" And then all of a sudden, the other month they say, "Yeah, we're going to go to the moon again in 2024." Right?
Yeah,
2024.
That's right.
Yeah,
we got harder to get to the Mars, wouldn't it? So. You'd think they'd try and get back to the moon first and try and, send more people up and, maybe do more tests up there or whatever, because there might be more information that they can gather or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because they only went to one little bit of it, so they can go to a different part of it.
Especially the technology that they've got now compared to the 70s when they last went. Yeah. The technology that they've got now, Jamie, you'd think they would have wanted to get there back to the moon to do the test,
As Libra says,
they wouldn't be able to go quick enough.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm so skeptical about these things. Like, it just doesn't really make sense to me, you know. And how would anyone have the guts to even go? I don't know. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't
think
have
I'd
the guts to go. You wouldn't have the guts to
going.
go because you know for sure that you're on your way to dying. It's just stupid. They've lied all the way.
Yeah, like
It's all been gun ho, big chest, just lying, big ego, lying dogs. They are lying dogs.
yeah, because how
Libra
would they
says
put all
they
the
never
like
went.
trust in the technology?
Yeah, Lee says it here. Libra 61 star says they never had the tech in the first place. It was all a lie, all a big lie.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, all of it. Right, guys, I'm going to take my wife to work. I'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, mate. All right.
Yeah, just like staying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stay in. Yeah, I'll stay in a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So reality 666 says, what's that? Where am I? I've lost him now. Here he is. Yeah. I'm already in that mode. I've never complied. Non-compliance, because Libra is saying all we have to do is non-compliance. They can't arrest us all. We should all need to go into non-compliance mode. And in reality, 666 says, I'm already in that mode. I've never complied. It's good, isn't it? Yes, Jamie.
People say they don't comply, but then they comply in a lot of other ways, though. Like, if you don't pay your taxes, then fair enough. Or if you don't have a driving license, fair enough. I mean, most people do have a driving license. So if you say, "Oh, I don't comply," well, yeah, you are if you have all these things because you comply into that legislation.
Yeah, you're right.
But I suppose it's like there's only so much you can really do because you might be a bit worried that you might slip up and say the wrong thing or whatever and end up, like tripping over your own words or something, just like, I don't know, like just not tripping over. I mean, you might, what is it? You might say the wrong words and, like, it's like, oh, crap, like, I shouldn't have said that,
Yeah.
Because when they said, do you understand? And then it's like, because apparently that in legalese it's do you stand under, so you're complying to being beneath them when you do that.
That's right. You're taking them as your authority,
Yeah.
Their authority, yeah, right. So yeah, you've really got to know your game when you play that game. You've got to know it inside out.
Yeah, and if you have a family and all that, that's why a lot of people don't do that because they don't want to, be separated from that for any time. Because
especially if they're the breadwinner as well, that's a problem there as well.
Well, yeah, just even being separated from them, just kind of because they want to be there with them and be like that family unit or whatever. And if they do something where they end up, maybe going to prison for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If they go to prison, and if they're the breadwinner, then the family's going to suffer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's why people don't do it. Most people are not even aware of the fact, but those who are aware of it don't enter into that game because of what you said. Probably, yeah, their daily duties. But then the non-compliance that Ben mentioned is the best way to go if we want to change the world, change our immediate world around us, our immediate situation regarding taxation and the government's waste of our money, for example. Or don't you think non-compliance would work?
Pardon?
I said, don't you think non-compliance would work if everybody decided not to comply?
Well, yeah, because there's not out they could do then. Because like I think it was what Jez was saying the other night. Well, how would they be able to put everyone behind bars then? It's not going to be possible, is it?
Right, and yeah, and then the next move would be to move towards Parliament, make your way to Parliament, and throw them out of Parliament, all of them. Get rid of them.
But some people say, well, if you try and do that, you might end up being like, what is it, like coerced into doing things.
Coerced into doing things like what?
I don't know, just like you might end up being in a trap if you get up so far where you can't get out of it. Like you're stuck in that system or whatever. And I don't know, like, you know, like if people say like how if you want to try and expose the Freemasons or whatever, you got to try and get into it and all that kind of.
Oh, expose it? No, just shut it down legally. Use the law to shut it down. No more. Disband a lot of them. That's it. And no longer can they be. That is shut it. That's when you use the law in the military. That's when you use the army and the police to shut the whole thing down. Shut it down. No, you don't have a right to be in the Freemasons anymore. You've proved yourself to be a danger to humanity, so everybody else. Shut it down. Close it up. Or is that too far? Or is that a step too far? Abolishing that. Shut it down. They shut down companies, don't they? Shut down restaurants. Well, shut the thing down. Do you know what I mean? Shut it down, man. Be the best way. Yeah, the best way. Right. I was watching this program that I was introduced to by you guys the other day. You know the one they call Dog the Bounty Hunter. Do you remember that one?
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
I might have seen it the odd time. It was on some kind of channel. I think I can't remember what it was. It wasn't on terrestrial TV and all that. It was on some other station, like some American station, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it's an American program. They're in Hawaii. They're based in Hawaii, aren't they? And they basically go after the drug dealers and drug users and drug pushers and that. It's funny. It's entertaining in its humour a little bit, but I find it a bit cheap though. I didn't think it. I thought it was all acting. I didn't think it was real. Apparently, it's real. Well, there you go. I didn't notice any of these drug dealers out there when I went. But then again, yes, I did actually. Funny enough. Now that I come to remember. Yeah. But yeah, it was quite funny, the things they were getting up to. And then the other program that I was introduced to was, is it Gordon Ramsay, the chef?
oh yeah.
Is it Gordon Ramsay? Is it?
Yeah, the F word one.
Yeah, this is the one where he goes over to America, and he helps the restaurant that's an ailing restaurant turn around. Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I don't really watch Gordon Ramsay, but it probably is him.
Well, he's from Britain, and he's from Britain, and he gets invited in to an ailing restaurant to try and help them improve their business. They're basically turning around, you know, their income. You know, the restaurant's income is failing, and it's always down to like the chef or the owner. And it's really funny the things that they serve to the public. Really bad food. And the way he slags them off. He says, "Are you kidding me? You're selling them poison food," and all that, you know.
Well, have you seen these ones? It's not Gordon Ramsay, but where they have these inspectors in to watch like because like the owner, it's like, and then someone comes in as well to like inspect see what the chefs are up to. And it's usually really shocking, like what they're up to, like, and
Yeah.
you know, they might be there just like, they might just be having like you know, like you know, sipping the soups or whatever, or you know,
Yeah.
doing something, maybe drinking booze on the thing or something, or there might even be like rats and mice roaming around, and
Well, there you go, cockroaches and that.
yeah, just like bugs and that stuff. And it's like that's so, and yeah, usually it's pretty shocking to them, you know, that's actually going on the premises. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you get when you don't sort of keep tabs on things.
Well, this is what was going on, you see. Ramsey would go into the kitchen, for example, in this particular restaurant, and he noticed that they were keeping cooked food with raw food and that. That's not good. And he started to pull out the fridge and that. And then he found mold, you know, years old bloody, what do you call it? Shrimps that were moldy, right? Mold everywhere, cockroaches. He says, can you believe this? And he's swearing at them and that. Yeah, is this what you call keeping a clean kitchen? This, you know, disgusting. He said, get a grip and all that. He tells them, and then he has the meeting with him. He said, well, frankly, what I saw was frightening. That, you know, I'm going to have to close you down, bam, till you get cleaned up. Close them down. Closed. They had to clean themselves up.
Oh, Stephen's saying he can't get back on. They should be able to get back on with the same link that they got on before.
Yeah, you should be able to get back on quite easily, man. The same way you got on before, the same way you get on. Just click on the link and follow it through. Yeah, should just be able to follow it through, mate. It hasn't changed at all, and we're still live, so you should be all right. Yeah. So, you know, he's really good though, because you know, he obviously means well to them, but he tells them the truth directly. Frankly, my lunch was a joke. What was your assessment of my lunch? Marks out of 10, and they always go for like the high marks. 8, 9. He said, frankly, you're a joker, because that was absolutely beep, 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 beep. You know, they beep his language and that. It was a joke. Right, they're going to start a fresh new menu and everything. And yeah, and he makes a good turnaround of it all. Really, really good. Very entertaining, lots of humor. He went into a restaurant which is run by black Americans, okay? And they sell soul food. Right, and the first thing he said was, he's looking at the dessert display. There's no desserts on it. When was the robbery? He said, have you had a robbery? There's nothing on display. He says, yeah. She said, yeah, there's nothing. We've got nothing at the moment. Okay, right, let's sit down. Let's have something to eat. Can I have a sweet tea? And the sweet tea was just too sweet. He goes, can I change this? I'm going to go straight from the sweet tea to a water, please. Right, that's too sweet. Then he ordered a macaroni cheese, right, and they reheated it in the microwave, right, and they overdone it. They brought it out. It was bland. It was overcooked, right? And he said, "This is just bland. Can you hear it popping like popcorn?" Right, this is terrible. Took it back. They did a pork chop, and it was rock hard. This pork chop when they brought it into him. He stood it up. He stood the pork chop up. It was that hard. And she asked him, how was it? He said, it's drier than the Sahara Desert. Even the flies are not interested, he said. He cracked up. He goes, is there anything you want? Yeah, I want a wheel for that exercise bike so I can get the beep, beep out of here. It was really, really good, you know. And then he goes, right, now that I've had a terrible lunch, I'm going to go away. I'm going to come back. I want to see how you do your dinner. So he came in. He was dressed in his chef outfit, of course, and the owner of the restaurant welcomed him in. He said, okay, that was very good, but I've noticed that your reception area looks like a doctor's reception room. And everyone started laughing. Then a couple of customers coming, and he said to them, "What is it? Is it have you got a? Is it a root canal you've come in for today?" As they sat down and they cracked up. The doctor will see you in a minute. So he really took a piss out of him in the reception room. Classic. Really, really funny jokes. Yeah. But everything was a disaster. Everything was a disaster. But he turns them around in the end anyway. Revamps their restaurant. And obviously redoes the menu completely from top to bottom. Yeah, and they're making a success of it now. But really good. I thought it was a really good program. Never saw it. I've seen the Iron Chef, and I watched Master Chef, and the old one in England. Can't Cook, Won't Cook. Have you ever seen that one, Jamie?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, that was quite a popular one. Can't Cook, Won't Cook. I used to watch that quite a lot. A lot from that one myself. But yeah, that one. They call it Nightmare Kitchen or something. Is it Kitchen Nightmare? Yeah, pretty good, I must say. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of cooking tomorrow, like something different. I don't know what to do yet though, so it's maybe some suggestions or whatever.
What's that? What are you talking about?
To cook.
Oh, what for cooking?
Yeah, like for me to cook, have a go at.
Oh, right, I see. Well, you know.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to think like what I could do really.
Why don't you just cook a simple Caesar salad? You know, something simple. Caesar salad. Tofu salad. Macaroni, broccoli, onion, garlic, potato with macaroni cheese. Why don't you try that one? That's a nice dish, isn't it? Yeah, can you make that?
Well, I wouldn't do the mac. Well, I'd have to like substitute, but whatever.
Substitute what? What?
Like, well, you said the macaroni cheese, so I'd have to like, if I was doing that, yeah, I don't know.
Well, what's wrong with eating cheese? Well, I mean, cheese is
Well, I
not
don't eat
good.
cheese.
Sorry?
I don't eat cheese, so you know.
Okay, yeah, you don't eat cheese. Oh, fair enough then. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I appreciate the suggestion though.
yeah. Okay, so you don't eat cheese then.
Yeah,
So
well,
what
I could
about?
just think of something.
Yeah, like cauliflower,
I just have to
broccoli,
probably have to get some ingredients. That's all. I don't know.
cauliflower, broccoli, potatoes, and carrots with onion and garlic in some kind of like a sauce broth. What about that? Some kind of stew. Was that any good to you? Can you picture that
I'm not sure how to like have a.
Can you picture that in an oval hang on a minute, in an oval dish, right? And you've got onion, garlic, green peas if you want as well. You've got your potatoes, you've got your broccoli, and you've got your cauliflower. That's enough. You don't need macaroni. That'd be a bit of a mistake. No need for macaroni. That would be nice. Yeah? Sliced new potatoes or boiled new potatoes. Yeah? Roasted
All right. Yeah, I'd have to like kind of think about it really.
Yeah, well, that's nice, isn't it? That's a nice dish you could make. Caesar salad, tofu salad, vegetables. What else? Vegan. What else could you have?
So, what's your thoughts on the soy? Because some people talk about how it's not very good for you.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anyone
Because
dying from
people
soy.
go on about phytoestrogen in it or whatever, but apparently you need about 6 or 7 servings of it every day for it to really have any effect. So
yeah, and to be quite honest, here in Japan, they consume it a lot. It's quite a number.
yeah, it must be not that bad because they're actually, you know, they actually like, yeah, they live a long time, so
yeah,
they're
there you
healthy.
go.
Well, there's actually as well, tamari comes from Japan, isn't it? That's soy based, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because you've got soy sauce, but apparently like tamari is the gluten-free version.
yeah. I don't use any of that. I use what they call mensuyu, which is a very light soya sauce, if you will, which they use for certain noodles. That's what I use. I don't use the strong dark one. The only time I use that is if I'm going to steam some vegetables. Then what I do is I put some water, obviously, in the pan, pour some of that soy sauce you mentioned in, and then I steam the vegetables in the basket. But other than that, I don't use it for anything else. It's way, 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 way too salty for me. Just
Yeah,
too
it is.
salty.
It's really quite a strong flavour, isn't it? If you
Yeah, just too strong. I don't really have it, not at all. And when I have my
well,
tofu,
I used to have pot noodles and I'd put soy sauce, extra soy sauce in it to boost the flavour because they give
oh,
you these little packets and it didn't really, because they seem to get really bland after a while. When I used to eat those, like they were really starting to get bland.
yeah.
I don't eat them anymore, but yeah,
I don't think those cup noodles are that healthy for you. That
no,
really,
it's yeah. I saw something about noodles really not being healthy for you on Facebook. I think I shared it out actually on Facebook.
right.
Apparently, it's linked to like obesity and things like that, and
There you are.
because like they put the MSG in it and stuff, and it's well, in some of them you get MSG, but yeah, it depends which ones you get. But if you're getting like the super noodles and the pot noodles and stuff, chances are you're gonna have these added ingredients that are gonna, well, they're gonna be like causing, you know, waste in the body,
Right.
and the
That's
body
why
isn't going to be able to eliminate it all efficiently. But it's
yeah.
already dealing with a lot of other stuff, so
If you can
it's just
get the
going to
fresh noodles like you
back
get,
you up, and you're not going to be able to fully get rid of it. So yeah, you
yeah,
want to live as like, you know, eat clean as much as you can, and you know,
yeah.
like
That's
that's
the key. Yeah.
try to limit the amount of processed ingredients really, and so like when you cook your own stuff, that's the way to kind of do it. But unfortunately, though, most people don't really have much time to do that. Like if they've been working all the time and they just don't have the time to really be messing about with stuff. Because
Yeah.
when you look at how much time people have from, you know, like they go to work, so they have to travel to work, go to work, then get home from work, and then how long is it going to take to make the food, then eat the food, and then wash up afterwards as well? So a lot of people
Yeah.
just have a takeout because they don't have to bother washing up and doing the, you know, the preparation of it. So
Yeah. Apparently, here in Japan, with the young couples, the young couples with children and that they're opting for what you've just said: processed food, ready cooked meals, because it's quicker and easier, or
the
eating
only way
out.
I can think is that people could get around it is try to not need as much money, because then you don't need to work as much. Then you'd have more time to actually prepare your own meals. That's the only thing I can really think of, because there are things that people have that they don't need, so that they might think that they're poor and all that, and they don't really have much money to be, you know, like, you know, cutting down their hours. But if they look at the stuff that they have, a lot of the commodities and stuff, they don't need them, you know.
That's right.
Hey, I'm back.
Welcome back, Lee. Yeah, that's right. They don't need them. You're right. But this is what.
Like they might have a coin that's expensive to run or something.
Yeah. But yeah, here in Japan, eating out has just steadily increased over the years, and you know, a lot of people do eat out a lot. We've got a lot of restaurants around us here.
Or westernized.
Yeah, so going out for a meal happens a lot all around me. In fact, one of my students wants to take me to a Chinese restaurant next month. Who was that?
Let's see who's what.
Oh, Matthew. Is that C4?
Oh, yeah, Matthew.
All right, lads.
All right,
Yeah.
Matt.
I just sent him a link, so he's come in. Well done. What have you been up to, Matthew?
You know, usual, behaving myself, yourself.
Oh, yeah, the usual. Behaving myself, doing the laundry, you know, ducking and diving. It's pissing down with rain here.
Enjoying the nice weather today here in England.
Yeah. Mind you, it stopped raining now, though, so I'm lucky. It has subsided.
It's been raining. It's been raining in Japan.
Yeah. It's the rainy season, you see. It's the rainy season.
What is that? Jonathan Edwards?
No, it's Lee.
Lee Edwards. Sorry.
Yeah.
Jonathan Edwards.
Jonathan Edwards.
Is that?
Wasn't there an athlete called Jonathan Edwards?
Is that Jamie Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is we're live now as well on YouTube. So
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
How's everyone doing then? Everyone okay?
yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what have you been doing today then, Matthew?
Enjoying one of the most fantastic days that's probably been this year in the UK.
Year. Yeah.
Oh,
this year.
the weather-wise, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed that the UK's summer weather hasn't been so good at the moment.
No, it hasn't been. Apart from.
We had a few like days in April and May actually. So.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, like Manchester, 5 o'clock this morning. I seen a change, and then all of a sudden at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Imagine when you was a child, and a natural summer day happened, whereas the sun would be coming up at 5, 6 o'clock, what have you. And I mean, we're late in the summer anyway. But you know what I mean? Anyway, the sky has been consistently blue all day, not one cloud.
Yeah,
not one cloud, right?
Wow.
It possibly climbed up to 28, maybe 30 degrees. Easy, no problem today. And I mean, Jamie Brown, he can witness the temperature readings that I got last year. And they were proper natural temperature readings direct from the sun, indirect sunlight. Until I smashed the heirloom that was my temperature gauge, which I'm still very upset about. But anyway, I mean, today, again, I noticed a few chemtrails and that and what have you. And they were spraying. Hi, Jennifer.
All right, Matthew.
But they were spraying. But like, I noticed something today, and I didn't capture it, right? But just bear with me. So something that was spewing out the back of the jet plane was making like a rolling kind of like, almost like a wave cloud, right? If you can imagine like a wave in the sea that's rolling, like just rolling. But right now, imagine, right? You know them things that keep you alive that go like that, bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
And Oscar, right? So imagine that rolling cloud, and it fell down into a long line of them like beeps going like beep, beep, beep across. Can you imagine what I mean?
Yeah, I've got to. Yeah. Very unusual formation that is, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
tell you what, it's a good job Tom Corner's not on, because he'd have a right good conversation with you about what spraying out the back of planes.
I mean, you know what, right? It's if you talking about in our world, right, chemtrails, you've got to specifically start speaking. Speak aerosol cloud injection. All their speak. If you want to carry that message across to anyone, you've got to be able to carry it across into like speak like that they can then go and go into Google and look at. Whereas anything to do with a chemtrail, they're gonna. And I'm just maybe I'm being a bit whatever today, but like you have to mention the fact that cloud seeding is part of geoengineering program, which is alive and well and kicking. So if you can direct, you know what I mean, rather than mention chemtrail, mention the fact that they inject the aerosol seeding of clouds to make it rain in specific places on certain times. You know what I mean? If you're going down that kind of route,
rather than saying trail. Yeah, I see what you mean, Matthew.
So what?
What's that, Jamie?
Yeah, I was just saying why do you think that they would be causing it to rain in certain areas?
Well, specifically, Jamie, like there's companies in America, right? So say like you're planning a big wedding and it's a major, you know what I mean? You spent some major till on it, right? Americans do. You can employ companies that make it rain in certain places that keeps the rain off that wedding day. You can actually employ these companies that do that stuff. You know, like right? And does anyone know about 1080 pellets?
I've heard of them. Yes.
Right. So here we are in New Zealand, and the distributing 1080 pellets that apparently like to do away with like almost tuberculosis within the herds of farmers. You know what I mean? Like to get rid of it. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, right, what happens is, everything dies.
Exactly, because it's indiscriminate, isn't it? It's just
like just like everything dies, right? So New Zealand have been going, don't put any of them pellets down again. But New Zealand, because she's nuts, the PM, like May, right?
Yeah.
And is a man, and is it's inversion, perversion, whatever. Has said no, we're going to do it. Now it's spread to New Australia, where they're spreading it straight out of an helicopter. There's Ebola Ebola's rife all over the plane. You've got like Orville Dam just about to explode and flood the whole of California. So PG&E can turn it into a major the whole of California into a major dam system to provide energy for electrical system for cars. This is really happening, guys. I'm not even joking, man, anymore.
Yeah, there's something not quite right. Something definitely going on.
Well, put it into context, if like my YouTube videos channel is what it is, but it captures the fact that the differences between each and every day, right? What the is going on? Like, we can't have a day like what's going to happen tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not set in stone what's going to happen tomorrow, is it? It's like
yeah, but years ago, Jamie. Years ago, Jamie, you could guarantee, or more or less guarantee, in England that definitely between June and July, you'd be guaranteed growing weather. Not on a every day going, wow. I mean, yeah, 2 days ago it rained for eight hours solid.
8 hours, wow.
I'm not even kidding, man. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing, right? It started at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? And it was so white. It looked like it was going to snow. When I was a kid, it looked like this. So it just rain, and then it finished around about 3:30 in the afternoon. Solid, all
nuts. That's nuts, man.
You know, this is what I mean. This is and then 2 days later, you get like a blistering day that's like almost as if it's blasted from the middle of Sahara. You know.
Hi, Stephen.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen's on.
Thank Christ for that. I thought my buddy Ford had knackered up on me.
Oh, what a shame. Oh.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
Can you hear me?
I'm back on it again now, so yeah.
Yeah, but he were ringing me for like 20 minutes and I'm just like miming to him, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. He ringing me everything going, Hangouts, Messenger, regular phone, WhatsApp. Every time there's just no sound.
Yeah, well, I've just seen that notification where it says Hangouts it's not working, and then I thought, right, I'll send the link again. Send the link again, and the next thing, Stephen's on.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's worked that time. Good.
Glad it's worked that time anyway.
Yeah.
Have you met Matthew before, Stephen?
Matthew so far?
Yeah.
I've heard his name mentioned quite a few times.
Oh, yeah, he's just talking now.
Very, very explosive, that C4. Go watch it.
Yeah, Matthew, this is Stephen Brady. This is Jennifer's partner from Bleeds.
How you doing, mate? How do you do? Good evening.
Good evening, Matthew.
How do you do?
I'm all right, thanks, you?
Not too bad, man. Thanks, you know. In Leeds, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Leeds is big. Do you remember? Do you know Meriden Street?
Meriden Street, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the gallery?
The gallery, yes.
There we go. The gallery.
Wow, what's that? Is that a club or what? Is that?
Yeah. Do you remember the Kit Kat Club?
Kit Kat Club. No.
Yeah. Just down from Meriden Street. You know, just down from the gallery. Do you remember the gallery?
I do remember the gallery, yeah.
Right. Do you remember like 91, 92 and that, or?
Yeah, 92, 93, yeah.
Nah. No way. Cool club, man.
The gallery.
Huh?
Remember Gatey?
The what?
The Gatey.
I've heard of it, but I never went there. The gate. Do you know about oh man, there was always an after party, but I can never remember where it was. After the gallery, it was like in a Victorian house.
Yeah, Victorian house. Yeah, they had a pool table and that. Yeah.
I didn't have a pool table, man. It was like this old
downstairs at cellar. I remember one.
Yeah, man, in a proper it was put in a cellar. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Good times, you know.
Yeah, very good times. Remember the 4 Green?
The what, sorry?
Remember 4 Green Pub?
Nah, I don't, you know.
4 Green, Oakwood.
Not really, no. Do you remember what's it called? The Orbit After Dark.
The Orbit.
In Morley, Leeds. No, the Orbit.
No, the Orbit up at Morley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Orbit.
Another sick club, that.
Mm.
Oh, you've had some good clubbing days there, haven't you?
No, just what it was, wasn't it, man?
So it is, I want it back in them days.
We used to go to what was it now? Sequins in Blackpool, Sequins, and the mazes in Blackpool, and the Zone in Blackpool.
Blackpool's a good
We
night
used
out.
to go, so many times you go drinking in Leeds on Nashville.
What? How many times you go clubbing in Leeds?
Mm.
Mate, I used to live in the gallery.
Oh, you live in gallery, did you?
Yeah, man. Nah, serious, man, serious. I was going, like, I hit the gallery, and probably like my further, maybe 91, but 90, definitely 92. I was like about 15.
Jesus.
90, 91, 92. But do you remember, like, they're doing like reunions, you know? Steve Luigi's like throwing reunion dues and that.
No.
And the what's it called? Oh man, can't remember his name. The bounce on the door, like it was always give and take whether he could get in or not, man. It was like, let me in, you don't understand, let me in.
I remember them times, yeah, when you as soon as you reach 18, like you're flipping. No, I've got to see your badge, I've got to see this, I've got to see that, I've got to see other, like, got to see your driving license, things like that.
Yeah, like one time I've queued up, man, yeah, and it was a big thing, you know, and I, like, nah, mate, not tonight. I'm like, no way, wounded. But what I've done that, right, guys, if you don't understand, right, the gallery, right, I swear on my life, it was like Hacienda but Leeds style. So, so like, so what I've done there, yeah, I've like just jibbed up the street because the queue was round the block. Trust me, right? So just like queued up again, like in a line of about 100 people at least. 200 people at least, yeah, and everyone's off their heads, right? Everyone's just chewing like that. You're right. just siding with people like that. Yeah, you're right, mate. 2 minutes later, I was in the club, right? That's it, right? So you're there, you know what I mean? Dust, jobs are good, and you're in, yeah. And the rest is just a breeze, mate. That's when clubbing, like you know what happened, mate. Trust. What we used to do is like when it first kicked off the gallery, right? When it first opened, there was nowhere to go afterwards. We couldn't find anywhere. So what we used to do is go to like the motorway service stations. And just like get loads of cars on the car park and just like throw the doors open and play loads of mad tunes. And the police used to turn up, and the police is not know anything. like what are you doing? Well, they're all dancing around. We can't arrest them because they're dancing around. Like what? like this is like serious, man. It's only just used to watch us. It was just fucking man. No, different days, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you know,
days, different times, different things every night, won't it?
No one would believe you, man. Like, all getting in the car like that, smoking spliff, driving a car like mad, you know. You're like, yeah.
You could though, couldn't you? You can't do it now though.
Nah, I mean, like, this is the enforcement bullshit society that you live in that's supposed to be, like, all-inclusive.
That's what it is, though, isn't it?
It's bullshit. Like, I can almost feel, right, like a 5G system that's almost controlling behaviour.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Like, you see, right, something's happened in Manchester. Something's happened in Manchester, right, where I just see fucking proper zoned out, controlled, pre-programmed, pre-thoughted individuals that are like, maybe I might think today, maybe I might not. What the fuck?
It's like all them people on what's that drug called? Like Spice, is it Spice or something?
Yeah, but it's not even that, man. It's not. It's some sort of like.
No, but you see where there's like just out of it. You know what I mean, Matthew?
Yeah. But this is some sort of like where you can almost. Like, I'll give an example of where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Where like you can almost you can hear a pitch frequency change in the modulation of the air. So, for instance, I could turn around to you.
Right.
I could turn around to you now, all the yous, and go, "Oh!" All of a sudden, I become a good conformist, a behavioural person that are advising you all, right, to become all good like citizens and perform your daily tasks and go around and speak to people and smile when you see people, even when you're sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're all being thought programmed.
Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking ridiculous. Like that. What are you talking about? And people, it's a 5G thing. I'm telling you, because I could quite easily turn around to you all tomorrow and go become a good socialist. Give up your car. You don't need it anymore. What do you need it for? Become, right? But I don't want to do that.
No, you want to be travelling, don't you?
I don't even say that to anyone. But by thought control and by, he gave up his car the other week, so maybe I should do it. And it's all manipulation and thought control. And it's being enabled by a 5G system where you can actually feel your thoughts changing where you don't want them to conform. But your thoughts are going, no, that's not right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This isn't right. Like, what? Some guys got off again with doing what to someone? What? Oh, it's all right. So thought control, manipulation, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's something going on there, isn't there? I think the way that they're trying to control people and stuff. And
no, it's a 5G. It's a 5G thought control system. Where if you think a different way, then you're not right.
Welcome to a special and massive episode of my.
What the hell is going on there?
What are you doing, Jim?
No, I was just looking for something. Sorry about that, guys.
You might try that on Lee, so you don't need a camera.
What artist sent me the other day.
I open my microphone. Wow. Yeah, Matthew, do you know anybody selling any cheap cars? Steve's after a cheap car.
What, mate? A cheap car?
Yeah.
Where? Who's after one?
Steve.
Yeah, I'm after a car.
Right, man, go on Marketplace, innit, or something?
Going on it?
Go on Facebook.
Not on there.
I don't even know, you know.
After the 5 boy.
I don't know.
Small
What kind of what kind of money is that?
About 400.
Fucking hell, lad. Can you not fucking up it a bit, like, or?
Well, I can up it, but I'm just looking now. Just sort of.
You know, because what you're best off doing, yeah. Do you know what you're best off doing? To be honest, right? Do you want, like, yeah? Go and start eating like 700, 800 quid motors, yeah. Go start looking at them.
And then get the price down.
Yeah. So you've got, right. Listen, this is how it rolls, yeah. So you say, for instance, you're going for an 8-ton car, but you've took 750 with you in cash, but you've got 6 ton. You haven't got 750, you've got 6 in your back pocket, but you've got a 150.
Yeah.
Right? So, my man's like that, right, you know what I mean? What off my hands, 8 ton. And you say, well, I bought 6 cash, and show him the 6. Or don't show him the 6. Do you know what I mean? See how it plays. And then he'll probably say, nah, mate, you know what I mean? I want a bit more till. Yeah, this is the best part of the world, right? So, you know what I mean? it's friendly banter. You know, this is what we do. Like, so you just play the game, like
the old wheeler dealer. The old
wheeler dealer. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, like maybe you could agree on getting 2 new tires to the front with a 50 quid deal out of it or something. You know what I mean? You just got to play the game, innit? So you need to start.
You've got to be street, what they call streetwise, Matthew. Yeah,
streetwise.
Got to be streetwise, and you've got to with that bit of bartering, a bit of bartering going on. You know, a bit was backwards and forwards in, a bit of wheeling dealing.
Yeah, but people love that though. Rather than you go like, do you know what I mean?
No, they're asking $1,000, so you give them $1,000. No, stop
do you know what I mean? Nah, come on, man. It's got no, you know, I'll put some new tyres on. I've seen it through. You know, this is what you need. I mean, if you got a 4-ton burning there, right? Don't let it burn. Put it somewhere. Save it. Yeah. Get your 5 or 6 together. So you got a 6, and then you start looking for cars at 8. So you you know, and turn up there, right? And you get that guy believing that that's burning a hole in your pocket. But no, it's the other way around. That fucking car's burning a hole in his pocket.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
You know
what I mean?
At the end of the day, Matthew, they want to get rid of that car. Yeah. So, you know, they want to get rid of that car. They're selling that car. So if you've got someone offering it there, cash. Hey, it's the cash, mate. You know, here you go.
Try that.
Yep.
And don't forget, right? Don't forget, that once you've gone past your 4-6-ton cars, 8-ton grand cars, there's millions of them. So and they don't realise that you could just go no, and you got to be strong and go no. I'm walking away from it. Yeah. Even if you don't deal, like right at the end of it, you can just go nah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because see what I mean? Do you see what I'm saying? Even after you played all about a game, right? If you're not shook hands on any deal, because you're just bartering, back and forth, right? Do you know what I mean? There's no reason to seal the deal on a handshake just over the bartering. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, it's just a barter. So, nah, I'm good, mate. Just jog on to your next one.
Yeah.
Clever man, just get on. And because don't forget, right, there's a million cars out there, and he's just the one. So I've got a million to see. Are you going to strike me hand? Let's strike a deal. That's when you find the best one. But you've got to be on your toes when you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Party with them, don't you?
you got to get good cars, man. But this is the thing nowadays, you know. But I like a good bar. I like a good bar, me. Good fun.
Good bit of haggling going on. Yeah, that'd be cool.
A bit of haggling.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, why not?
No, I might do that actually.
Yeah, you don't
Anyway.
you don't pay the asking price. Never pay the asking price. If you can get away with it.
Well, this is the thing, man. You know what I mean? Like, see, I've been many places and that. Is that your best price, mate? Is that honestly? Is that your best price?
You know what? Right? It's not just on second-hand goods. You know, you could do that. You know, when you go to a well-known, say, like, for example, say if you went for a new laptop, right, and it was advertised at that price, yeah, is that your best price? If you don't ask, you don't get, Matthew. If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, because if I'm, for instance, yeah, and I've never been to buy a laptop in my life, right?
No.
If I did, I guarantee it, right? I guarantee it without any shadow of a doubt, right? I would say to him, yeah, is that your best price? Because I know for a fact, mate, yeah, you're gonna do a bung on a deal with whoever it is, yeah. So let you go speak to your manager now, right, and tell him I've got 500s burning in a pocket in my hole.
Yeah.
Right.
Cash,
do you know what I mean?
they're there.
Yeah, of course. And then I tell you what, I tell you what, mate. Yeah, this is what happened when I went to get this phone, right? They were practically begging me to leave the shop, right? Because I got to a stage where I had them in my hands, where I've literally got a flask and a coffee and my brew and my water and a croissant, right. So literally, is like selling me a deal. I'm trying to get the best deal out of it.
Yep.
And I did get the best deal out of it, so I'm starting it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Anywhere, any sort of purchase that you make, you know, you can always get a better deal than what they're asking. Always.
Well, I mean, this is the next thing where if you go down the they're forcing that there's cashless society, but there's a difference. There's cash and there's money.
Yes.
Right? So money is what they deal with zeros and ones, and cash is what they give us. So a lot of people are after currency, cash availability.
Yeah.
They like that stuff, you know. They lap it up. You know what I mean? Oh, cash.
Cash, yeah. People would rather have cash than what they have.
Zeros and ones. Bing, bang, bang, bing, bang, bang. Yeah, of course. That's standard. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got something that you can hold in your hand that you think's valuable.
Yeah, of course.
But it's not. But this is the debt-riddled based society that it's based on, basically.
Oh yeah.
And everyone's in a like comatose state of dependency of debt, and it just goes round and round and round and round.
Yeah. There's always a bit of a discount that you can get in some way, shape, or form.
But see, I mean, someone said the other week, right? If everyone wakes up right at the same time and gone, nah, you know, the Western society, it's all based on debt, and that's how it works. But let's pay off the debt. But even if you paid off the debt, the system would collapse anyway, because the debt would be paid off, so the system won't work, because it's a debt-based riddled system, and it works on debt. and the availability of something that's worth nothing, i.e. something that's printed on paper. There's a currency that it actually means nothing. And look at the way America exporting, to Iran. This is the current state of play at this moment in time, you know what I mean, right? We're already in the decline of spiritually, like, lower frequency vibrating people who are monged out with McDonald's and that, and just don't excuse me, just don't realise it. Like, a very sad state of affairs, and the kids are turning out the way they are, and they have to be vaccinated and breathing in all kinds of rubbishness, and it's very strange society. It's not meant to be like this.
No, it's not. You're right. It's not meant to be like this. It shouldn't be like this either. It shouldn't. It's the taxes, and obviously every year the taxes go up every year. You don't expect them to go down anyway, but why not just keep it at one set price, or one set payment? Yeah.
Why do I need to pay a tax, mate?
Well, this is it.
We don't.
This is just life, though, Matthew. You know what I mean? It's just life, isn't it?
Until people all wake up at the same time and go, hang on. Like I keep trying to say to people in the community and to my elders, keep trying to feed it out. The day people will go, we don't need these people. Who? What? These people above me who think they're so-called in control of the community and everything that happens in it. And it's just all local like that. And you get people starting to grow food and taking it like that. Whereas I found out today, or the other day, sorry, where Richard Lees, right, he's about 70 and he's the leader of Manchester City Council. And right, so people in that kind of position always want a next step to get to be in a position of a member of parliament, right? That's how it works, basically. Now, because there's, for some reason, he's never been able to do that. Do you know, that's the next clinical step of after being leader of the council. He's been leader of the council for about 40 years and never made the move to be a member of parliament. There's a reason for that.
Right, yep.
He's got a criminal record.
Yeah.
His criminal record is for assault.
Wow.
Right? It's a pretty bad charge. It's a pretty bad charge, like,
Yeah, it is really in society.
But don't worry, he's still the leader of the council, and that's the reason why he can't be a member of parliament. So he's on an assault charge. The assault charge was actually raised by his own daughter.
Wow.
His own daughter took him to court on an assault charge. So anyway, and this is this guy who rides around in a chauffeur-driven car. You never see him. You'll never get to see, How can this? It's possible? It's a sad state of affairs, when you got these people that are just doing this. You can't do that.
Yeah, it is, Matthew. It's like when you see these politicians, and you get all these people, and it's like, oh, wow, it's a politician, and they're all fucking, oh, excuse my French, and they're all like, how's the way to put it? They're all like, you're being really nicey, but in the back of their minds, they're thinking, you arsehole, they're thinking, you idiot. What you're doing to our community, you're bringing it down. But then when they actually see the person, they think, what
you got to imagine, right, is quite simply these councillors are put in place for a reason. Councillors
Oh, of course they are.
Put in place for a
Government,
reason.
yeah, of course they are.
I mean,
Governments and whatever. Yeah.
I spoke to a counsellor a long time ago, right? Yeah. And I'm a minion. I mean nothing. I am numbered. I live in a ghetto, right? And the reason I live in a ghetto is because we're simply not worthy. We're just cast-offs. We're not righteous. You know what I mean? We're seen as like just scum, you know?
Yeah.
Right? Just worthless. It's just cast-offs, like a lot of people with mental health, drug issues, single parents, you know, ADHD children and that, or what have you.
Well, my son's got ADHD, you know.
Yeah, but this is ghetto life, man. You know what I mean? Just a forgotten people, yeah. Right. So, anyway, I met said counsellors Saturday morning. Bit worse for wear. Not ready for the situation. Jobs are good un. But anyway, the thing that I clocked out that conversation with the counsellor, right, was her earrings.
All right.
Her earrings, right, were a pyramid. Within a pyramid.
Joking? Oh, come on.
I'm not even kidding. A pyramid, right? So imagine a pyramid.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the Illuminati pyramid.
Yeah. So the pyramid was in the pyramid. Was in a pyramid.
Oh, for God's sake!
But right. Well, no disrespect to anyone, right? Right. The lady is very overweight, and she have like a headscarf on. And symbology which represented like I'm liberal, I am this, that, and the other, and
yep,
I'm fluid, I'm fucking you name whatever. Excuse me, but I ain't you know, I'm everything that I'm not.
Yep. I know what you mean.
Sad state of affairs, anyway. But I mean, this is what we're faced with. But until people start gathering together, right, and doing the things they say they're going to do, and start planting out, doing what they can, and just being like open and aware to situations that are developing around them, and being able to realise it, acknowledge it, and see it for what it is.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
You know, it goes for everything, like, innit?
Well, it does really, yeah.
People, this is the thing, but like we all go on. Oh, we're doing this, we're doing that, you know. What are we actually doing? We're just sat here, aren't we? Just chatting out. We're not. You know what I mean? Like it's I'm not even kidding. It's $5 million for a freighter. You got $5 million. Do you want to put in for like support me, support you, and all that business and that? And I've got a laser, and I'll do some tests and support me and support
that. Yeah.
Like it's $5 million for a freighter.
$5 million. So $5 million, that would be about what? 4,800,000 maybe.
Well, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's still a 5 million.
Yeah, it's 5 million, isn't it? Yeah.
But that will get you a double skinned freighter. Right, so it's double hulled. It's not. We're not messing about. I've done my research on it, man. We're not messing about. We're talking double hulled, double skinned.
Yeah.
Right, with a couple of cranes on it. We're not messing about. It's massive. And that was the first. That was the first one I looked at. The guy said to me, "says, you planning an expedition?" I felt like saying, "Yeah, I'm going to go like get off, man." You know what I mean? And just. explore.
Yeah, can you take us to Antarctica?
No, I didn't say no. I didn't say
Matthew, I'm only messing.
Yeah, no, I just said like it was funny when he said like, "Are you going for an expedition?"
Yeah.
I was like, "That's what." And why shouldn't we not?
Yeah, exactly.
We should be allowed by now, right? Allowed? What are you talking about?
Yes.
Right. Someone should go, right? Let's get a cool 5 million.
Yeah, it should be a given that you can go to Antarctica just like that whenever you want to go.
Yeah, well,
if you've got the money, that is.
Nah, it's not even a case of that. It's a case of like, right, like, how is it possible that people are being even pushed to the top of searches, traveling around in a second-hand caravan thing, talking about ice rings? How's this being allowed to happen? If man can't,
are we talking about the John Smith Love Live tour?
Yeah.
I thought you were. Yeah, I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Being pushed to the top.
Well,
it's good action.
I'll tell you what, mate. I'll tell you what then. Well, let's get a $5 million. Let's all get a $5 million. In fact, let's get $10 million for 2 boats. Let's get if we can do like a European tour. Let's get 10 mil for 2 boats.
And what would be achieved with what are we going to achieve with the 2 boats?
Well, one is set sail one way, and one is set sail the other, and one is meeting Antarctica, and you cross across the other, and then you swap boats and go the other way. Proven.
Yeah. It's a good idea. It's a very good idea. Very good idea. I'm for that, but not just 2 boats. I think we're going to need. I think we're going to need 4 boats, really, for safety.
Yeah, and I'm saying.
I think the best way to do it, if you was going to go to explore, if you could get enough people to do it, like to actually find out the truth, is to go from Australia, South America, and you go in different directions, all to the same place, and see if you can meet up in the middle. You know, if you all set off. Like,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean, Bob. That's what I mean, man.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly that. Just go in opposite direction. Follow the actual ice wall, if they call it.
Yeah.
All the way round, like Captain Cook did.
Oh yeah, just go across it.
That's right. But 2 boats each. One
meet up in the middle.
My man's not off the point, though, right? Because what really needs to happen is 4 boats.
Yeah.
4 boats.
I'm thinking of the AE map. Thinking of the AE map. Yeah, it's like South America, Australia. And you'd be going from the other side. Yeah.
South Africa is the other one, isn't it?
South Africa. The 4 corners.
New Zealand. Sorry, the South Africa, Australia, South America. They're the 3 points.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I was going to say 3B. To be honest, but 4 is my favourite number. So 3 would make a lot more sense. But 4 is my favourite number.
3 is the magic number.
But again, with your 4, come on, man, 4 freighters, you'd need at least 8 support ships.
Yeah.
Maybe something.
That's what I'm saying now. You see, support ships. That's the one. You see, so it's a big logistics. It's not going to be a small thing, you know.
But in it, right to say
the present climate we're in at the moment. The present political climate we're in with the governments and that. and the policing of the Antarctica. If we were to do this, we're going to meet a lot of resistance legally, all the legal laws and shit. That's going to my French. Problems we're going to meet.
What? Sorry to interrupt you, man, but like, what should be sorted out in the pretext? In the pretext is that like we're coming, and that's it.
I'm just saying, be prepared. That's all. Just be prepared. That's all.
No, no. Mate, listen. I mean, listen. If you're out and about on a jet ski in Greece, right, and you get too far out, you will be escorted back. Well, you won't even be escorted. You'll be met with the Coast Guard in a big white boat.
That's right. Just help you back.
And that's, you know, like you're not going no further, and you're going to
shoot you down.
And that's on a jet ski.
Yeah.
And you know, these guys are sailing about, man, out there, doing some stuff.
They also got their. Don't forget, they've got their nuclear submarines that are under there 6 months at a time, 3 months at a time.
Right here, Jin. Right, I know they say they've got this Antarctic treaty, right, and they say that no civilian can go to Antarctica without permission.
Yeah.
But who said that? Who said that?
52 different countries.
Right. Yeah.
So they are saying then that you are not legally allowed to go to Antarctica without permission. That's actually
Yeah.
So that, you know, but you can actually book trips around it, and you can actually go on to Antarctica. There is actually boat trips.
Yeah, that's bollocks, man. That's bollocks.
Right. So Matthew. Matthew, listen. They're saying that, but then they're saying that you can actually book a trip to go to Antarctica. How the fuck? I'm sorry for swearing, but how do you, as the individual person that's booking that trip and paying the money, know that you're actually in Antarctica?
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's it. How do you know you're actually going there? How do you know when you get off that boat and you're stood
but you don't get off. You don't get off.
No, you don't get off. How do you know that's that place then? How do you know that it's Antarctica?
Right, well, because, right, hang on, just chill, man.
And you're upside down.
We've got speak truth in the chat.
Who's that, Jamie? Sorry?
Seek truth, speak truth in the
chat
right now.
Cool.
Right, welcome.
Okay, yeah, we're getting a strange echo as well, by the way, guys.
Yeah, it's been there for ages.
It could be me.
I think it is you, Matthew. I think it is.
But it might be someone else.
No, it'd be you, Matthew, when you came on.
No, I know it's me.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Matthew. It does it to me all the time.
It's all right.
If I drop out and then come back in the call, it usually rectifies the situation.
Yeah, but it might end the stream though if you do that.
No, because Matthew. No, if Matthew drops out, he won't.
Oh,
I'm not going to drop out. No, I didn't say. No, I said if Matthew drops out and comes back in on the link, it might work it out.
Yeah, that's all right then.
Yeah. What do you want me to do then? Drop out?
No, if you've got, you've got access to the link, haven't you, on the Hangouts?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh no, it's because Jin sent you the link. Right.
So what do you want me to do?
No, right.
Just drop out and come back in again.
No, what
exit and come back in. Just leave the hangout and come back in again. Simple.
What's that then? Yeah, what's up?
So basically, you say goodbye and then come back. That's it. It should come back now.
Yeah, I mean, we put up with it for all that time, which is it wasn't that bad for my end, to be honest. I could put up with that.
Yeah, no, it was a bit bad. I mean, when if you go back and watch it afterwards, it's going to be a bit echoey. That's not.
Yeah, I know. People can still understand what we're talking about. What the you're talking about?
Hey, welcome back.
Sweet.
That's better.
That's much better.
Yay.
Oh, well, no, still there. Still there, never mind. It's still there, never mind.
No, you know what I think it is, Jim? I think it's because you invited Matthew on.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it's because when you...
Okay, let me get myself out then.
I think, yeah, a lot of the time, Jim, when you call me...
Yeah.
And I have to call you back. So...
That's right.
If you sent the link, I think that might be what it is.
Yeah, okay, let me stop.
I don't bloody know what's going on with Hangouts.
Hang on, who's dropped out there? It's must be Jane. I said that, you know, don't drop out because it might end the stream.
No, it won't because you set it up, Jamie. It shouldn't end the stream.
Yeah, but why was it doing it the other day when I was back in on the stream and then it ended for some reason? I don't get it.
Right, Jin's back now.
But we'll see if it happens. It shouldn't do
Hi
that.
there.
Right,
No problem.
Try again now, Matthew.
Go on, Matthew. It's perfect. There's no echo. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh.
Okay.
Hello? Oh.
Yes, just very, very, very slight. It's okay now. Much better.
Sorry about that.
Right.
No worries, man. No worries.
You know, the thing is, it's not you. It's the Hangout.
Anyway, you were saying, yes. How do you know that you're on Antarctica when you get off the boat?
Yeah, the thing is with Antarctica. The thing is with Antarctica is that they'll take you. Right. Don't forget that most of the majority of the elite have claims and islands, this, that, and the other, right, to this sort of like sacred place, right, that we are not allowed to go to. Yeah. So don't, you know, this is the claim they put on it, right? And there is a Rothschild Island, you know, in Antarctica, right. So they've all got the little hands on it, and one way and the other through the UN. That's like nothing set up, but like a secret, you know, cabal. You know, that it's got its fingers in everything. Anyway, so when you get the trip to Antarctica, you're only seeing that little like peninsula of it. You only take you to an edge of the peninsula. That's right. You know what I mean. You're not seeing anything whatsoever. You know, you could more or less, right. Picture this. Go and sit in an North Sea and look at the Hull estuary with an ice cap on it that somebody's painted white.
Yeah, that's right. This is what I've discovered. That when you go on these trips, you're not really going to the proper ice wall, which is where I'd want to go. I want to take a trip around the edge of that wall. That's what I want to go see.
Yeah, but you're not going. That's unfortunately. Sorry to blow your bubble. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
No, that's right. It's not going to happen unless we have the revolution.
And obviously, the maps that we're provided with, right? Like all our lives have been, that like this is Antarctica. Right? This is underneath a ball.
That's right, and that's completely rubbish.
Like how is it today that I could like distinctly see the moon and the sun both together in the sky at the same time? What?
Yeah. Exactly.
How is this happening? Why is it happening?
Exactly.
You know,
it's going to happen one day. It's going to happen one day because humanity's going to, it's all going to happen. It's going to happen one day. It's got to happen one day. Got to.
but can I ask you all a question? I've been thinking about this quite a lot, right?
Yeah, go on.
So, do you know there's a lot of plain talk?
Plain talk, yes.
No. I didn't mean like that.
No, I know what you mean. Go on.
No. No, I mean, like, say for you get in an aeroplane and the windows are curved, and there's literally like what 3-4 inches between you and what you think is the outside of the window.
Yep.
Maybe more.
What, in the plane?
Yeah.
Window.
Yeah, say you're on a plane.
Yeah.
And looking out the window, and it's all curved and it's all manipulated because you're not really seeing what you're seeing and stuff because of the curve.
I've been on so far, I've always seen a straight horizon through the window.
No, you're getting me wrong, man. Like the
actual window itself is curved to the shape of the
plane. Yeah. And it's like it almost feels like it's a foot thick.
That's right. Yeah. You got right. Like a double sandwich.
Yeah. Standard
the
looking after.
Fuselage is double skinned, if you like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Standard looking after me. That's nice. You know what I mean. Nice to have a little window. You know what I mean. Yeah. Shame I can't see a bigger window. I wonder why they're not bigger. But again,
structural integrity. Structural integrity might be hampered. That's one reason.
All right, then. Well, here's the biggest thing, right? Say, all these new jetlines that are coming online, your Dreamliners.
A380, you mean?
Yeah, no, your Dreamliners,
Oh, Dreamliners, yeah.
Right. So all right, we're having all this, yeah. And they're interjecting that they're like, you can be a passenger and go to space in a bit, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Right. Yeah, so let me float this question to you. So if you were Boeing, right? Again, can I just interject this? There's only 2-3 major aeroplane companies on our plane, so to speak. Why is this? Yeah. Why is there only Boeing and Airbus and McDonnell Douglas? Why are there only 3 people that make planes? Why can't we all make planes?
Yeah, that's a good question because they've cornered the market, haven't they? They've definitely cornered the market.
Yeah, but right. So we've got like Ford, Kia, Hyundai.
Honda actually make planes. Hitachi also make planes and Kawasaki, but they're more for the private jet owners. They do. Yeah, Honda, Kawasaki. They make planes and aircrafts and helicopters.
But I'm sorry to interject this into your lifestyle, man, right? But
no, go ahead.
I've got to say it, man, right? See, all major airlines, right, either use British aerospace engines, which are Trent engines. You know why they're called Trent engines?
Jet engine.
Why are they called Trent engines?
Is it because the Trent company makes them?
No.
Yeah, why?
Because where their factory is that makes the Trent engines is based right near the River Trent.
Trent in England?
Yeah. Right. So it's a river, water, Trent. Hello, Trent engine, air, water. Why is it called Trent engine, water, air? Hello.
Yeah. They don't use fuel anyway. Yeah.
No, why is it cut? Why the water engine? Anyway, getting back to me originally.
It's a good connection.
Was that? Well, yeah. There's a connection between the reason why they called it Trent engine, and it's right near the River Trent where they build it, and the fact that air engines, water.
Yeah.
You're in water, and they're just turning the water. They're just turning the water. It's a screw.
Yeah, that's right. That's
If you
right.
are,
That's right.
but again, anyway, right. So say this wang-fangled new jet Dreamliner thing with nice newfangled wing. So I'm getting to my point, right? Why not put like a skylight in it so you can see up rather than seeing left and right in a plane? Why don't they put like windows in the top of the like a view?
What, the top of the fuselage?
Yeah. So like like when you're on a train, they make engine carriages where you can see out.
Right.
Right. So if they're making like Dreamliners and this, that, and the other, right, and it's all swanky new age jet travel again. Well, let's put some windows in the tops of planes.
Yeah, wouldn't that make the plane very hot though on the inside? You know what I mean? A bit bright as well, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
Well,
especially when you're doing these over land long flights where you need to be sleeping because of the time differences.
Well, but what I'm getting at, man, right, is why won't they let us see up?
Yeah.
When you're in a plane.
True.
Why can't?
Well, I suppose again, I think it's all to do with structural integrity at this point.
Yeah, but if you're going down that route, structural integrity, right? At any stage in aeroplane design, could integrally rip the whole design apart. I.e., what I mean by that is the whole thing is fabricated in order for it to behave in the way it does, i.e., flight.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean, man?
What would be the reason for being able to look up in the sky anyway? Let's say at night. Well, you want to look at the stars, constellations, or something.
Well, why not? I mean, like Boeing, like NASA could sell you a lifetime of a trip on a lifetime and go, let's take you up in a big, like, Dreamliner. We've opened up this, we've made an, you know, right?
Yeah.
Rather than going like we're off to space. What we're gonna do? We're gonna do all right, an A380 with a glass top roof. And we can all go up there and look up. When we get so high, we can all look up and see what's up.
Yeah, but we only go as high as 40,000 feet anyway.
Yeah, but what's up, bro? You know what I mean? What's up, bro? You know what I mean? Yo, check 40,000 feet up, man. Yo, look at the sky. Why are they hiding the roof? Why not? You sell cars with a skylight. You sell cars with a
with your sunroof. Yeah,
with a sunroof.
Yeah.
Then you sold cars with a cabriolet.
Yeah.
Then,
I think it might be good. I think you've got a little point there. I think it might be a good idea on when you're flying at night and you want to have a celestial look at the stars. Then you have an observation deck or room where you can go in and have a look. Yeah, I don't think they did for the whole plane because.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking. Right now, I've got you thinking, man. Now I've got you thinking. Yeah. I'm not talking about the whole plane. I'm just saying, why is it? Why planes?
That's not offered. Why is that not offered? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that not on the offer? Yeah. It's a good point.
Like, you know, if you go to like Holland and go on the trains, yeah, they're double deckers.
Yeah.
And you can beautiful carriages that can see out into the countryside and that.
Yeah.
So if you're NASA, don't you want to go like for sale the sky?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know if the customers. I don't think the passengers would be interested. I think they're more, and it would be a bit, waiting time and. Depends on how long the flight is, and you have to book it. That might be more common than it's worth. You see what I mean? That's probably why they haven't offered it.
No, I'm not just saying that, man. I'm just saying, for instance, right? If you're making a new Dreamliner,
yeah,
see it in a name, a Dreamliner, right?
Yeah, I totally
So
understand.
why not, like, when you're cruising at so many thousand feet in your nice comfy little bed in your Dreamliner that's cost you a fortune because you're an elitist and a globalist scumbag, look what we've lost to give you, like, not an overall round view in your little luxury pad, in your little bed there on the A380. Look at this, look at the star, the wonder of the stars as we're flying past. Why have they not done that? Why can't they not do that?
Probably haven't thought of it yet. Too busy thinking of ideas on how to tax our asses. That's probably what it's all about. Probably.
I mean, like I keep saying, man, it's a question of when people go like, right, look, this is insane. It's completely insidious. Any kind of, like, taxation, it's out the window. Like Manchester, right? Manchester, UK, yeah. I used to jump in council tax rise 5.1% in council tax rises. Inflation's only 2%.
Wow.
Well, yeah, most inflated tax rise, through any council in the UK, like Manchester, We've got now to show for it.
Right.
Nothing. It's a sad state of affairs, like Manchester,
Right, yeah. So I do believe one day we will be able to get to the Antarctica, because that's where I'd like to go there. And I think the idea of 4 ships with support ships and that, making a nice voyage is a good idea. It'll happen in the future. Well, it'll happen. One day it's going to happen. Got to. This truth can't be kept quiet anymore. The secret's out now.
Lee.
Yo.
Yeah, Stephen's saying about the link. Why can't they get back in though?
I don't know. I don't get that. Hold on. I don't get that.
He's always having problems, isn't he? He always has problems.
Stephen
he should be able to get in. Yeah. He should.
Don't get that.
Oh.
Trying to get back in. I don't get how Stephen keeps disappearing like that.
You're just playing games, isn't it? No.
Hangout, please. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
It happens all the time with me and Jim. It happens all the time with me and Jim.
Like, platforms, all the platforms are melting, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, he's back now. Well done, Steve.
You're right.
You know you can do it. You know you can do it. Really, you know you can do it.
Yeah, but I mean, my phone, it keeps on telling me that I'm on a call. I'm trying to.
Oh my God.
Come back onto it.
Yeah. It's telling you that you're on the call. Well, you're already on a call.
Yeah, it's something that I'm already on a call. I'm not even on a call.
No, exactly. Yeah. It's doing it.
It back on.
Does it to me all the time, mate. Don't worry about that. And then you have to like find these alternative ways to get on.
I'm trying about 3 different bloody words to get on here. Still won't let me on. It's and I'm still on a call. Sort me again out for tomorrow.
Oh,
some bad echo there somewhere.
No, I can't believe I left my bloody keys up there.
So what have you been up to today, Jennifer?
Cleaning.
It's been extremely boring. Oh, no, I've had my cleaners here. So I just sit here while they do like 4 hours work. But then if they try and talk to me, I'm like, get on with your work, shut up. Or they'll just stand round and talk. So I have to be a bit more firm recently with them. Don't really want to talk to strangers that I'm employing. I just want them to do the job. It annoys me. That I like to talk to my own friends, not talk to someone I'm paying £15 an hour.
Hey,
get cheeky.
Hey, Jennifer.
Yeah.
I'll come clean your house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd love that.
That's better, isn't it?
I'm looking for someone 10 hours a week, but you're not like close by.
Yeah, but 10 hours a week?
Yeah, to get me over to my physio. You only need to come in a taxi with me.
All right. Well, how far, where do you at? Where you at? Would you say where you at? Just don't say, you know what I mean? Just say town. Where you at?
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
You got it, Lee.
Blackburn.
It's the R's.
What? Yeah. Let me just. I just want to sort of like, you know, we're all people here, isn't it? Like, okay.
Yeah.
50. Well, how much you paying them? How much you paying them?
15 quid an hour.
And that's coming out your own back pocket.
Yeah, it is for now, and then I'm getting it funded off.
Right. And you're reliant on them to get. And they sorry.
If I want.
But you're reliant on them to get you to the physio on that £15 an hour.
Yeah. At the moment, I've only got help in the house that I have to pay for. But in about 6 weeks, then I get 10 hours I can use to disperse for whatever I want between the house and going out to my physio.
Right,
so I can employ a friend. It's hard to find someone.
Jennifer, is that 10 hours of help?
Yeah, 10 hours of overall kind of help, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, that's good.
It's hard finding someone
I don't know.
that you want to spend that amount of time with. I'd love Matthew. I'd rather have a guy, actually, than a woman yapping at me.
I just want to clarify a few things, you know what I mean? I hope you don't mind. And I'm not trying to be intrusive about stuff like that, right? And I hope you don't.
Very open.
What?
I'm an open person.
Yeah, no, sweet. I just think, guys, that, like, that's a bit of a travesty and more should be done. And anyone that's close, and I am, obviously, I think more should be done. I don't agree with £15 an hour being paid out in order to be able to get you to the physio. I disagree with that, man.
I just fight for that as well.
But I mean, no, what I'm saying to you, so hang on, just let me ask you a quick question then, please. So, say if like you need to go to the physio, how far is it from your house to the physio?
Well, every 6 weeks I go to Burnley. So what would that be? Lee'd know from mine to Burnley. Even Jamie'd know that.
Well, in a taxi, that cost you a bloody bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a lot of money. Blackburn to Burnley in a taxi is a lot of money.
In a taxi. Yeah. But it's generally just down road, so mile and a half. just a mile and a half. But when I go Burnley to pay for assistance, it cost me £75 last time I went, just for the help.
You heard this, guys? You heard it?
I was there for 5 hours. So it was £75 altogether. £75 I had to pay out of my own money. For help. It is bad, isn't it? It is. It upsets me. It really does.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, guys.
Feel like you're just nothing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, like, I'm sorry to interject, but like, you know, this is what I feel for each and every single community is happening in. Right, there's no external care from NHS. They just, you know what I mean? They just throw you out there, yeah, and you know what I mean? You know, this is disgusting behaviour from kind of, you know, senior kind of people within the NHS to turn people out and expect them to cash up out their own back pocket when things are tight. And this is why people are going food bank on, you know, and this shouldn't be happening. I think this is intolerable. I can't let it happen, really.
It's going to be privatised anyway.
Good job I've got Stephen. He gives me a lot of help, don't you, Stephen, at weekend when you can get here?
Yeah.
Without him, my life would be in chaos.
I need to I need to do kind of some mad business, you know.
You need to do a hub, was that?
What's that?
What did you say? I need to do a
No. I'm just contemplating things what are revolving around in my head. What I was going to say.
All right.
But like, no. Excuse me. What I mean, as I was saying that, somewhat was revolving around in my head. But like, there is things and steps that I can take to sort of like to help people like yourself, Jennifer, right? But in order to help you, I've got to help myself, and in order to do that, yeah, I've got to like just be totally different. And right at this moment in time, I just can't be. I know it sounds. I know it sounds. No, it sounds. It sounds.
Joking, by the way.
It sounds mad, but like, it's annoying, man. It's annoying. Like the DVLA, right? The DVLA, yeah, the DVLA. After having a license for a long time, right? The DVLA is playing a lot of mind games with me, and it's backwards and forwards, you know. So after a proud man I was with a very good license and a very big license, I was licensed to drive a lot of things, and the DVLA has took it all away from me, and that's what started my it started my shambolic role into like I warned them and said what would happen, and they took my whole life away from me. Basically the government and whoever was concerned took my whole livelihood away.
And that started your journey with all the flat earth and that?
Nah, not really. Well, not really. That happened a long time before. So,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, like, that one.
You talks on James' channel when you like first kind of experiencing the new you. Yeah, going back to all them conversations, I remember. We're on about nature and stuff like that, getting more in touch with nature and everything.
Yeah. It's like,
yeah, how you feel as a new person. It's cool.
Yeah, nice one, you know. Like to me, I'm a car nut, and I'll always be a car nut petrol head. But like, because they took that away from me in 2013, and so after that, it was a case of like, right, okay, F you, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just do what I'm doing. So you're right, you know. So as a kid, I was like dead in touch with nature. You know what I mean? Loved it, but like since then, the thing is, I notice things now where all the people who drive cars, especially around where I live, right, just can't. Shouldn't be even allowed near a car.
No, I'm
just period. Just like it's nonsensical driving in Manchester City Centre, and no one knows what's happening because it's just it disgusts me. People's driving standards. It's terrible. I'm sorry to go on about it, like, but
no, you keep saying about it. Yeah, you've said it before.
I know what it's like. I know what it's like driving. I used to drive from Colne to Ashton-under-Lyne, and that was absolute nightmare, Matthew. Right, at 6 o'clock in the morning, I used to set off from my house at 6 o'clock in the morning to get to Manchester for 7. Absolute nightmare.
Can you imagine, mate? Can you imagine? Right, I used to drop hire cars off, yeah. So each and every single day is do 150 miles in and around Manchester.
Yeah.
So you can imagine, like, in them 150 miles, the people that you encounter.
Yeah.
Like, right, and I'm not messing about here, right? So I could drive up to 7.5 ton. You know. So yeah. So when you're driving big vehicles like that, and 3.5 ton minibuses, 3.5 ton Luton box vans.
Yeah, right. They take up a lot of room. Is what you're talking about. They take up a lot of room.
So I mean,
it makes you laugh when you see the average Mantonian can't drive properly in a small box when you're driving these big trucks, not having any problems. And you're seeing the trouble people get into in their little pop-pops. You know what I mean?
Nice one, man. Nice one. Because you know what, right? Like one thing, the one thing my father taught me, and it's the probably most truest thing ever that he ever said, was they all do the same thing. They've all got 4 wheels and a steering wheel and a gear stick.
Yeah.
Right. So technically, the only thing that's different is the size.
Just the size, yeah.
Because like my mum was a taxi driver and plus a long distance coach driver to Italy and Spain and that and what have you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he drive big double decker coaches, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can drive a small car, you can drive a big car. The only problem is if you're driving an articulated truck, there is some skill required there. An articulated.
Well, yeah, mate. I mean, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah. Right, I cut my teeth, man. Right, on a small. Well, you could call it a small holding, but cut a long story short, I used to back tractor and trailers into yards and stuff, you know. And that was when I was 14. So so I understand about how you push a trailer back, right?
Yeah.
Right. And my claim to fame, mate, right, is I used to work at Manchester Airport, right? So one of my jobs is to put the steps on the back of the aeroplane. So you put the steps. Sometimes you put the steps on for the people to come down out the aeroplane, but 9 times out of 10 you put the steps on the back of the plane for the cleaners to get up, so they can get up. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's a very hard job, you know, because if you get the steps too close to the plane and the people just get off, then then the plane is actually sat on the steps because of the load that's got off.
Yeah.
So if you've got them, you know what I mean. You can't be too close. You can't be too away.
You do not want to be falling down those steps. Not only are they steep, they're steel. Ah!
It's very hard, you know. But anyway, I stepped Concorde. Like like a call came out that I like, you know what I mean. Someone needs to go step Concorde. So
right.
So like and Ost it was basically Concorde was in, and this is before it all crashed and everything, right? And everything. So Concorde was like in what you call like a far away stand where no one can get to it unless you like in a vehicle. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So a different hangar, like the most distant hangar. Or whatever.
Yeah. Where they used to put the freighters and stuff like that, you know. Do you know what I mean? So it's over there. It's over anyway. Can you just go step Concorde? You're like, yeah, I'll go do it. So he's gone, pick some steps up as you do, and it was I had to front the
wheels on. You've got to drive them over there. Yeah, go on.
No, well, it's standard, man. Like, say for instance, if you're on a crew on the outside, on the apron, right? There's 4 of you. So one of you's go get the steps. One of you's go get the trucks for all the bags. One of you's go get the belt for the bags to come off, right?
Yeah.
So there's a crew. Right. So nice one, yeah. So what happens now is, this is just like some random jobs that's just popped up in the crew room. There's 400 lads sat there. You know, it's madness, man. Working at the airport, it's mad. Anyway, like, can you just go step? Can you just go step Concorde? I'm like, step Concorde, right? Yeah, I'll go step Concorde. Right. So all you do, where is it? Where's the fucking excuse me, but sorry to swear, but like, honestly, it was a passion. Like, wow. So I was just going, and you needed the biggest set of steps, which meant you was like stepping a 747, which meant there were really big steps. You know what I mean? Like, so you've got a little 4-ton truck, a little electric truck, and you go find the steps that fit a 747, right? These are massive steps. So again, you're towing these things, right? And the steps are a lot more weight than you. So that, getting back to your tractor trailer pulling stuff and all. So like that you can feel them steps pushing you literally in a 4-ton truck, because they're very, you know what I mean? This is about knowing how to pull and push things properly and stuff.
Yeah. Not like the Top Gear gang, eh? Top Gear.
No.
They made a right accident in their caravans.
You know, when you hear this thing go like that, bang, bang, bang. You're not. Anyway. It's like pulling. If you've ever told anyone in a car, then you'll understand what I'm on about. Right.
Yeah,
so this is how it works with the steps. You know what I mean? They're very heavy, and it's pretty dangerous, you know. But anyway,
it's a distinctive load, isn't it? The center of gravity is well high. It's not. You've got to be careful. You could easily topple it over if you go around a corner too far.
Yeah, and there's like £20 million worth of 747 going past you.
Yeah.
And you're like, Anyways, we got to Concorde, stepped to at the front because it was just for the engineers, because they were working in the cockpit. So the idea, what happens is, so because it was it wasn't an easy plane to step, but it was easy because it was at the front. And so when you approach this plane, you're like, wow, this thing, right, when you sat there, and it's very small.
Yeah, the fuselage is very narrow, isn't it? The fuselage.
Yeah, believe it or not, you're like, Wow. Anyway, but it's very high up.
Yeah, the
Right.
wheels are tall, aren't they?
Yeah,
Tall wheels there. Yeah, I noticed that as well.
So it gets to it and that, and anyway, cut a long story short, puts the steps on, gets them ready, and the idea is you have to climb the steps yourself, right, and bang on the door in order to let them know that the aircraft's are being stepped correctly and that they can open the door. You're not allowed to open the door, okay? You know what I mean? The only thing you can do is allow to bang on it to let them know that the aircraft being stepped correctly and now the steps are attached and they can open the door whenever they like. So if they don't, you have to keep banging on it because there could be a problem. I'm not even joking, right? So obviously it was a straight 3 taps and they've opened the door. And as they've opened the door, I've seen inside the cockpit of Concorde. It's quite a special moment for me being an aeroplane nut. So
right.
It was quite special seeing inside it and that. Like,
yeah, I bet.
Yeah. But I've seen, I've been inside a back of a 747 freighter. But you know what I mean? Where there is all inside is just like for freight. So you got like Rolls Royces and all kinds of shit on it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, carry on, because I'm just going to go upstairs, check the kids getting ready to go to school. 1 sec.
It's that time already, Jim. Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to be keeping it going much longer.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So when you're next on, Jamie, on Sunday?
Yeah, it'll be live Sunday.
Yeah, it will be.
Yay.
Unless you do your... I want to see another cooking thing, Jen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like your cooking.
Yeah, but I'm decided on
think of
what we're
anything
doing
to do this
Yeah,
week,
no,
could we,
yeah,
Jamie?
you're gonna have to get something that's edible. No disrespect, but that black spaghetti stuff.
It was like rubber bands.
Jen, yeah, I can I watching you.
That's like tasted like rubber
Jen,
bands.
Jen.
What?
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I know you don't like that, but it is what it is.
Oh, I'm not bothered. We'll have to find, Jeremy will find a recipe for next week.
Yeah, that's good.
Recently, been forgetting the ingredients and then having to cycle miles to get this like quite.
Well, not miles, just out road, isn't it?
Ingredients, and I'm there ringing Sainsbury's and everywhere around. Yeah, have you got this in stock? Like, no. Like, oh. You need to organise it a bit better.
Yeah. And then you say it needs to be vegan. It needs to be vegan as well.
Yeah, it needs to be around my allergies. I think that's the thing, isn't it, Jamie?
What allergies have you got, Jen?
Weird ones. I'm the Jamie.
Well, no, go on.
I think it's more of a fear of certain types of food that I will not eat.
Right.
I'm just scared of.
Like what, though?
Really weird.
Like what?
So Jamie would know more of the list of what I won't eat. I won't eat.
Well, it's like you talk about like the milk and stuff. Like, obviously, I won't have that anyway. But
I'll eat cheese.
Yeah.
I'm weird. I live on cheese. I have black coffee. If anyone just puts a spoon that's been in milk, I was gone mad. It's just a weird thing with food.
And then you said you got a thing with dates.
Food. It made me fussy, basically. Yeah, I got nearly in pure anaphylactic shock off these dates. James is like, no, you just totally, no, you just can't possibly get that off bloody dates. But I did.
Well, I was so bad with dates, I get out.
And now we're getting headaches. And my doctor said, eliminate every food group from your diet over time and see how it kind of affects your headaches. And when I've took milk out my diet, yeah, it helped a lot. So now I just have like occasional cheese. But in the processed form that cheese is, I have no reaction whatsoever. Whereas if I were to have some milk in that now, I'd have a pure headache and blocked sinuses for a week. It's really weird.
Sorry?
It's complicated. Yeah. My doctor said just basically avoid all processed foods.
But then you can have cheese but not milk, which is not processed.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't affect our vegan cooking, does it? I did try your vegan cheese on the thingy, the cauliflower crust recipe.
Cauliflower.
If I'm gonna say anything about Jamie's vegan cooking, I'm gonna use Gordon Ramsay's expressions. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. What is this? This is a joke.
No, Gin. If you was to use Gordon Ramsay's expression,
yeah, go on.
It would be all expletives. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Beep 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 beep.
Oh yeah, good one.
Would be Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bland.
Bland, yeah. You always said it's
disgusting.
Bland.
I used to have nightmares about that guy. He's pretty scary.
You don't put any seasoning in your food, Jamie. I've noticed that. Salt and pepper. Seasoning. You need a bit of salt and pepper, mate.
Oh, I do afterwards. I just stick loads in.
No. See, Jen, you need it in the cooking.
Yeah, I know you do, but he won't let me during the cooking. Yeah, he's like, no, if you want any, put it on yours after.
No, you see, that's where you go, Jamie. You need it.
He's in charge with the cooking.
You need some. You need some.
If you need salt and pepper in it, there's something wrong. I don't know.
No. You need salt and pepper in your food when you're cooking it.
I haven't used salt in my cooking for 20 years.
No, you need some sort of flavor like that. Seasoning. Yeah.
I do a lot. I do
seasonings.
I use herbs and seasonings, but I just don't use salt. I don't use salt.
Love. Aye. I don't put your milk in your mashed potatoes, do I?
No, I even confiscate the milk to make sure you don't put any in. I'm that worried about any milk going in. Unprocessed.
Creamy though, don't I?
I'm just weird with food.
And I stomach it creamy though, don't I?
Oh yeah.
The milk.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you did some cooking at Navy, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
I makes all these breakfasts. All my friends said, since you met Stephen, you've put like 3 stone on with all food he's making you. Yeah, I have. With your breakfast and everything, Stephen?
I know.
Wow, perfect.
Right, you want to make that? You want to start making them low calorie now, Steve? Yeah. And half portions. There you are.
I don't fit in any of my clothing anymore, and I've got quite a lot of clothing, and I can't fit in anything anymore because I've 3 dress sizes to go up in 8 months. Wow. Yeah, I was the same size for like 8 years. Meet Stephen and go up 3 dress sizes.
What?
I'm huge. You can't really tell what I'm wearing, but I can't wear my dresses that I used to go out to pub in. It makes me sad because I used to like looking nice, dressing up, bit of bling, you know.
Yeah. Stop bloody eating.
Got big belly. Yeah, it is.
There's no excuses.
Well, I'm going to see
just got to eat
NHS nutritionalist because of all weight I've
Yeah,
put
all
on.
portions. Yeah, it's
I'll just stop eating all the junk food and
I can't
putting the
go
weight on.
portions.
Yeah, you must be eating too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to cut down.
Or eat smaller
Yeah, if you're not
portions.
active, you only want to be eating
Yeah.
like go on. There's this thing
I'm not
called
active because of my back. No.
what you call it? It's what do they call it? A TDEE. It's called total daily energy expenditure. So if you put in everything that you're eating, it'll apparently there's this app, whatever you can get called a chronometer, and it works out how many calories you're eating, and then you can find out with the total energy. You can find out whether you're exceeding the limit or not. And if you are, then you're going to be most likely putting weight on.
Yeah.
Because if you're not active, then you would be classed as sedentary lifestyle or something, so you're not
I might
really
get
doing
one
much.
of them counters, so it encourages you to do more steps each day. Well, where I'm moving to, I've got a big, massive lawned area at the back, right outside my back door, and it's huge, the garden. So I can get loads of exercise there. Can't wait. Here, I've got quite a long walk to get to somewhere where I can do the exercise, so I can't even get there. So
yeah, Jin, what are you doing?
Really
Jin?
excited to move now. Yay!
Jin.
Sorry, Lee, if you can hear my pocket, what it is, I'm walking. Sorry, I've moved it out.
He's shaking his
Yeah,
kids up.
I thought I could hear you. That's it. I could hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm walking the dog. I'm going to start walking the dog now.
Oh. I'd love to see Jin's doggy.
Yeah. Just a moment. Come on, Sparky.
Sparky. Sparky. Little Sparky.
I bet it loves Jen.
He's a cute one, Jen. He's
like
a cute
perfect
dog.
loyal master.
There we are.
Yeah.
There's Sparky.
You'd think they would be over there, wouldn't you? You couldn't imagine like big brutes of dogs in Japan. Maybe though.
Yep, hold on. There we go. There's your camera. See you now, Jin.
Nice one, man. Can you see the dog?
There's Sparky.
Oh, let's have a look.
Black Labrador.
Sparky.
Sparky.
There you go, Sparky.
Sparky.
Come on. That's it.
Oh.
Why is it your mother-in-law's, Jin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how that's Jin's mother-in-law's, that? Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Tell he's
1 minute.
well exercised with the shape and the tone.
Yeah, she got bad
old
leg
is
though.
Sparky?
95 years old.
Dog years.
Dog years, yeah.
Oh.
95?
Well,
cute.
cute.
What does that make her?
Yeah, I used to have a big brown Labrador. She were amazing. Amazing dog.
Yeah.
They are good dogs. Labradors are really good dogs.
Yeah, man's best friend, good with
Yeah,
children.
Labradors are really good like dogs to have as companions, I think. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Sparky.
Yeah. They told me they can give you one as a companion for people that don't get out much. Like me, the social services.
Yeah, they do that in Japan as well.
Yeah, they have a program where they give you someone comes to walk the dog for a companionship thing. It's not a guide dog, it's just for companionship within your home, and someone else comes to walk the dog. There's a scheme going here, but got a cat, so not at the moment.
They do that in Japan though. They do that here. They give dogs as a companion.
Grass. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't think so in Japan. I wouldn't know though how much they look after the people there. I'm not Don't know.
She's saying, "Do you mind?
what
Stop
it's
showing
like
the camera. I'm
over
on the
there
toilet."
for you guys.
Yeah, she's having a shit, and you figure it. You,
Oh,
I hope you pick that
Stop
up.
embarrassing me, you
I
idiot.
hope you pick that up, Mister.
Yeah, I'll do you a big one, right? You pick that up and put it in the bag. Hurry up.
Mm.
Stephen,
Yes, love.
has he gone to sleep?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're there. You're still up. What time were you up this morning? 5 a.m. And you're still up?
4:30.
Blimey. Well, I were up at 6, so it's been a long day. Have you seen Jin's dog?
Yeah, the black Labrador.
I bet. Yeah.
That's a bad little dog, gents.
I'm
Putting your handbag.
Yeah, 95, and she's still getting around. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're building a new city hall right here where we're walking along this white wall here. There's a new city hall being built right in the corner from where I live, eh? Yes, can't see anything through the canyon now. But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big building being built behind this wall. Behind the walls.
Give some input to things, if you fancied.
Yeah.
Oh, look at them buildings. They're lovely. The type of build. Wow. Like them. Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to use this up. They've blocked the car
Nice.
park.
So is it low crime over there?
Yes, very, very, very low crime. But then when it peaks to murder.
That's really good.
Kidnapping of children, that happens there as well.
Are you joking?
No, they kidnap children there as well. Not a lot, but it does happen. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot, but it does happen. Yeah, come on now.
What, in your little village?
Not in our village, no.
Your little town?
It's a town, really, and no, not in the town. No, it doesn't happen here. It's out in the Tokyo area and miles away from where we are, but it does happen. It does happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Well sad, isn't it, that?
Tired, Jamie?
What, Jamie?
I'm just drop out now, and like you got like 5 more minutes on the live thing then.
Yeah, it'll stay alive anyway, I think, for 5, and then it won't disappear, will it?
Well, you can still like
Oh, yeah.
chat with each other, can't you?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay, come on.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
I'll ring you tomorrow, Jamie.
What time?
In the afternoon, if you're in. Well, are you out tomorrow afternoon?
Don't think I'll be doing
2,
much.
3 p.m.
So shouldn't be. Well, I was thinking of going on the bike, but it might be a bit too hot, really.
Ring you. That hour.
Go on.
So what? Oh, on your bike, right?
I was thinking of doing, but it might be a
exercise.
bit too hot, really. Might be a bit too hot for it, really.
Yeah.
Come on in. Right, okay. You're pissing around at the moment.
Yeah, anyway.
Morning, so I've got to go to sleep.
What's that?
Yeah,
He's got work in the morning.
Stephen.
Stephen's got work in the morning,
So
he's got to go to sleep. Like he's a lightweight.
I like where you heard him.
Oh, get to bed now, Stephen.
Some of us got to work,
Then you're in a
Jane.
good mood tomorrow when you get here. I'm not bad.
Someone's got to work. Come on.
Doesn't matter to me because I'm a nice person. If he arrives tired, I'll just say, you go to bed for now. I don't expect anything or to do anything. I'll just, yeah.
Yeah, make sure the bed bugs don't bite, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, my grandma, you always used to say that to me.
Yes,
But
don't let
make
the
sure you
bed bugs
cover your
bite,
toes or Jack Frost will come in the night and I'd like attack your toes in bed, and I had this image of this demon just ripping my feet and my toes off. That woman frightened me to death. My grandma were horrible. I was telling someone about my grandma today. She weren't a sweet little old lady. Even my granddad was frightened to death of her. He'd come to my mum's house in floods of tears, frightened to death of the woman. She was really horrible. Yeah, really horrible. She used to make my mum work in fruit and veg shop, even after she'd had pins put in her legs and surgery. She was so strict. She ruled the roost with an iron fist. Stephen said, "You're just like your grandma." Maybe I have a bit of my grandma in me, but I'm more light-hearted. More like my granddad, really. Everyone says that.
Yeah, it's just starting to
Is
rain
Lee
again.
still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, just starting to rain now.
Oh, your rainy season, Jin.
Yeah, we're in the rainy
it's about
season.
7 a.m. for you, is it?
That's right. It's gone 7. It's about 7:20, is it? Something like that.
Yeah,
7:20.
Yeah, just gone. 7:23.
Yeah.
Well, it's 11. It's 11:23. 23. 23 on the 24-hour.
For you lot.
Yep.
Oh, 23, eh?
Yeah. On the 24-hour clock.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Just think, yeah. Already 1/4 of my day's gone already. A quarter of the day.
Yeah.
Already gone. I'm into the second quarter.
Yep.
Funny that, isn't it?
Where can't I find that? Hang on. Where can't I get back in there?
And what's the weather like? What was the weather like there for you? Nice and sunny and dry?
Well, it was today. It's now going dark.
Right. And to think it's the sun is trying. The sun is there.
It's been an amazing day.
Yeah, it has, Ken. It's been a lovely day today. Yeah, it's been lovely and warm and sunny.
So what, did you all go and have a picnic out there in the sun? Picnic, sit down on the grass?
No.
No. Just watched it, yeah? Just watched it go by.
I've been with all the cats around me, just
Yeah, I could have had a picnic in the garden on my own. Yeah.
Right.
While my wife was in bed because she's working and the kids were at school. Yeah, fair enough. You know, I could have gone and sat. You know, I was sat on the doorstep earlier. It was nice. You know, sitting on the doorstep. I was sitting on the doorstep earlier, and it was lovely. You know.
I mean, it's quite nice to sit out on the doorstep or sit out in the garden doing the hangouts or YouTube, doing a bit of research on the flat Earth. You know, it's a good thing, isn't it? You know.
Watching the world go by.
Yes.
As they say.
Watching.
And they don't even know they're living on a flat
there
Earth.
weren't
That's
any
not
today,
spinning.
actually. I were looking up at the.
And they're living in their fantasy world that they think is real. Yeah? Being indoctrinated all the time. All day long. Do you know what I mean, Lee?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Can you believe it? So many people where you live don't even realise. All the cars driving around me right now, people don't realise that they've been lied to such a scale. Yeah, to such a scale, right? And then the first thing they're going to say is, why would they lie? You know, or why does it matter? What's your point? Where are you going with this? Yes.
Yeah.
What's the objective of what you're saying? Why should we care?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah, that's how bad it is.
Endless amount of those kind of comments. I don't care. Why should we be worried about that?
Yeah,
man. So it's all right for them to lie to you then where you live and spend $57 million every day. That's all right, is it? It's okay. Yeah? It's fine. No problem with that. Straight over your head. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that they lie to you where you live all your life from where you were born. You've been told you're living on a spinning ball in space and they've got no evidence of it. It's turned out to be a lie. That's okay, is it? You know?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
okay, yeah? That's why I spoke to that geezer in the laundrette. I said to him, you want to know why you're living? You don't even know you're alive. Sitting in your car, falling asleep, leaving the engine running, polluting the area. Got a nice building, you can sit in the laundrette and sit down and relax, air conditioned. No, I'm going to sit in my car, leave the engine running, waste me money, pollute the atmosphere, and just fall asleep. Do you know what I mean? I said to him, I gave him my business card. So I'm an English teacher, you know, like, if you want to learn English, you know, come to me. But at the same time, you know, you do want to wake up and think about what your life means. You're not living to pollute the atmosphere for everyone else because the earth is not for you to pollute. It's not yours. You shouldn't do that. I don't do that. It's my car. You've never seen me do that in the car. Hot or cold, have you? Right. So why do you do it? It means you're not in control.